Howdy, howdy, y'all.
Hey, everybody!
Hope everybody's had a great day. Been safe, especially y'all out yonder where all the snow and stuff's at. See who all's in here. Hello, Dez from Peaceful Dez. Roy's Homestead and Bees, buddy, where have you been?
Hello,
Joshua, howdy, buddy. Skinner Farms.
Joshy!
How's everybody been doing? Oh, May, I need to figure out how I'm going to do this.
Did you eat your drink?
No, I hadn't. I'll get some here in a minute.
Hi, people! How are y'all doing out there in YouTube land? Lord, it's so good to see all of y'all.
Yeah. And let us know how this is looking and the sounding, because I'm trying something new.
Yeah, this is eventually going to be our nothing but live and messing around room.
My studio.
Yeah, Glenn's studio. So is anybody getting any snow yet? It snowed some today. Well, Des, we understand. She said, hi, Glenn and April. I am up on another live that just started 15 minutes ago. Miss Red, hello. Hello, Brenda. How are y'all doing? Oh, it's so good to see. Oh, how much snow did you get, Joshy? But I know tomorrow it's supposed to start snowing around 11 o'clock. It was supposed to start about 2 a.m. tonight. And it didn't. Brenda says freezing. It is cold. It's cold here too. Calling for snow here Tuesday morning. Well, we got some coming in the morning. Like I said, it's supposed to start at about 2 a.m. And like I said, it done been snowing today. Ooh, -2. Oh my gosh. Oh, Red's eating dinner. We done had dinner. Hello, new to your channel. Well, hello, Miss Christine at Gilliam Farms. Nice to have you.
Yes, howdy, y'all.
Did you pin the link?
I just got it pinned. Tell them I'm working on getting everything done and ready.
I think Glenn just got the link pinned. Oh gosh, y'all got all the way up to 1 degree today. Well, we ain't that cold. It was about, what was it, honey? About 30?
Today?
Yeah.
No, I think it got up to about 50 for a little while.
Honey.
What?
I'm coming, Des and Red. I can't drive the mouse.
Be there in just a moment.
Okay,
Hey,
I got you.
Hey, Josh. Josh just became a member.
Red, I'm trying. There you go.
Hey, Red.
You get them?
Yes.
Hey,
All right.
I can't see a farting thing while Brenda's typing for some strange reason.
I didn't know it's gone.
Hold on, let me turn down this other
I haven't
live
even
I'm
checked
on.
lately.
I don't know. It said new member, so that was all. But thank you, Josh.
I told them I'm at two other lives.
Turn them up. I can't hear them. Y'all, we got Glenn's trying out his Christmas present.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can.
Yeah, don't knock it loose. My big mighty computer.
This is his whole computer.
Oh wow.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yep. So he's trying it out for the first time. Oh looky there.
So
Oh,
let
I
me give
can
you some
hear
news.
y'all.
Let me give some news real quick.
Oh, right.
There's you. I don't know why, but I couldn't see anything that Brenda was
Lord,
typing.
glad you loud.
I'm
Huh.
sorry.
It's
I'm gonna get some.
okay.
Hey, New Horizons. That's
Hey,
Susan,
Susan.
right? Yeah. Okay. Josh
I'm
is loving his new
excited about seeing you,
computer. All
and
right,
you're
real
going
quick.
and you're
Look
going
how
to complain
beautiful
about me being loud.
she's beautiful up there.
Hang
All
on a
right,
minute.
real
Dave's
quick.
got
Two
something she wants
news.
to tell us.
Two
Okay.
news. For some of you that don't know, I tried getting monetized 3 times. Well, twice. And tried again Christmas night and got monetized. So I'm now monetized. And I have a membership of only 99 cents across the board for all income brackets because I think that I think everybody that can handle 99 cents across no matter what income level, it should be fair for everybody. I'm not there to make a buck. And then, well, I am making a buck, but you know what I mean.
Well,
I'm not there to make like $5,000. And then the other thing is my lives are going from Thursday night to Friday night, and DJ's going from Friday night to Thursday night.
Ah.
So DJ and I are reversing our Thursday and Friday night lives now.
All
Hey,
right.
Stevie.
Well, hello, Stevie.
Hey, Stevie.
Hi, Stevie.
Hi, Stevie.
So as of right now, I have 22 paid members and 20 that are gifted. So 42 members right now.
All
Oh,
right.
I needed to do that again tonight.
That's awesome.
Any of you, Des, how do you get them to set it up to where that they can get it? Because last time I done that, it give them to people that hadn't been.
It doesn't it doesn't
year.
random. It just does it to random to whoever's on your channel.
You're flashing bad.
I am?
Yeah.
That's
We need
weird.
flash.
There's
It
a
ain't
weird
on
light
my
behind her, but other than that, she's not flashing
It's
on my
literally
end.
blinking on my phone.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't see it.
It's not on
You guys
mine,
don't
but
do
I'm
it.
on a computer too, so.
I'm on
And
hyper
Glenn doesn't see
computer.
it either.
Let's see.
Hey,
Maybe
buddy.
How am I flashing it?
Okay.
Am I flashing?
I had to put my phone up, facing upwards, and it quit.
Okay.
Don't you dare leave.
2.
Why would you leave? You can't leave us.
Josh, he goes, I've been thinking about going live on Tuesday nights
Sherman's
again or
family.
leaving altogether. I haven't decided yet. Don't you dare leave. Hey, Josh.
No, you can't leave
The
us.
other
No,
Josh.
I'm gonna show you something. I gotta show
Sherman
you
Family
something.
Farm is also a Josh, by the way, y'all.
The what now?
Grandpa, you mean?
Yeah. I want to show y'all something Glenn found. Y'all, this is amazing.
Nope, you're still flashing. I don't know why.
Can you put me up big?
As soon as I remember how.
Yep, that's my mama. That was, I think
Oh,
I was
wow.
like in the 6th grade when she had that took at our school.
She looks older than
Wow.
6th grade there.
You look like your mama.
My daddy told me right before he passed away, he said the older you get, the more you look like your mama.
Well, Josh, you have to come to Kentucky this year.
Yeah.
Why not?
The yoga cowboy got to show up. This is
Look.
my 9th grade picture.
Ha.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Back
Wow.
up just a little.
I can put it up there and not shake
Yeah,
because it's on the
just cutting the
thing.
top of your head off.
Well, here, you can hold that one up.
I don't know
This-
how that to do with that plastic. It might
That's
glare.
my junior year.
Look how beautiful.
Dang.
Glenn said, "Why don't you look like that now?" I said, "That
Yeah.
was many moons ago."
Oh
Yeah,
gosh,
that's
I
what
look
happened.
nothing. I look nothing like my senior pictures. Absolutely nothing. In
I have
fact,
one
Forgive
senior
me?
picture.
But
And
you
that's
were
my prom
hot
picture.
at that age.
I used to have me and Paul's senior pictures
took-
sitting up. I took them down because I got tired of people coming in and looking at them, and they're like, "That's Paul, but who's that?"
This is my grandma and grandpa. Glenn said it looks like Bonnie and Clyde.
It does. Look at them there and see if that don't look like Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would
TV
remind you of a
characters
picture
in
of
there.
them, yeah.
Yeah. That was probably in the 20s or better.
Mhm.
This here's my 8th grade graduation picture.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe Glenn found these. Actually, my daddy gave me these because all of my pictures burn up. This is my basketball picture.
Basketball.
Ha.
Yep.
What
Wow.
number are you?
Well, that was
21.
softball. Yep, I'm 21.
Right in the center in the back.
Yep.
Yep. Tallest one in the group.
Yeah, I didn't say the tallest one.
Yep. Me and Wendy. Oh. There's that one.
I had long hair back then, plus
Hey,
I only
Lisa.
weighed 90. I only weighed 98 pounds.
Wow, look at you.
That was my senior picture there.
That's gorgeous.
This and here's
Hi, Nana.
all my mamas. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry.
And Nana
Hello,
from
everyone.
Acres. Howdy.
This is my mama. She's the 5th one over from Glenn, or the 4th one over from me, and that's my grandma. But that's all mama's brothers and sisters, and my grandma, mama's mama, in the middle.
Ha.
Yep, that was grandpa's funeral we've just come back from. But that's her
And
big
that's what?
family.
3 left or 4.
Mama, Opal,
Joanne.
and Joanne.
So the 3.
They had 12 kids.
Yeah.
Yes. And Daddy's mama had 13, and one passed away shortly after it was born.
Well, we're getting some of them big channels in here tonight.
Yeah.
9
I know
Acres.
you got
Goodness
Christine, you got Lisa.
Yeah.
This is my last one, y'all.
Making me nervous, all these big channels coming in here.
This is my mama's school picture, and she's the 3rd one in the middle.
Dark blue sweater.
Wow.
Yep.
That's sweet.
That was Austin Elementary School. That was
62,
1963.
63. I know,
Yeah.
born in 63. Wow.
She would have been 10 years old there.
Wow.
Ha.
Wow.
Don't she look so much like Lois? Y'all seen Lois in here with us.
Well, I got news.
What kind of news?
Oh, what's your news?
My mom sold her house.
Oh, gosh. Are you happy?
Yes and no. But, I mean, she had a 16-room home. One person? No.
That's a lot. Yeah.
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 It's too much
Yeah.
to keep up with.
But she sold it to this couple. He is a manager at Walmart there in Beckley. She's on her way to become assistant manager. They are 21 and 19.
Oh,
Oh, my gosh. They're
Well, they
just
got a
about
house.
ready to start a
I
family.
sort of say they get in the house to have a big family in.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know that the downstairs is all gas. The upstairs is all electric.
Oh,
So if their power goes off, all you gotta do is go downstairs.
well,
that's
in
so
the
true.
wintertime, if they're heating off a gas, heat rises anyway. So if you heat the downstairs, the upstairs is going to be warm anyway.
Yeah, it'll heat the pipes so the pipes don't burst. But my sister, my family's so warped. My sister
Well,
asked
you
her,
was in the bunch, so what do you think is expect anything else?
valid point.
I'm sorry.
Are you bringing us back up, or are we staying down here?
Oh, he
We're
forgot.
just sitting in the basement waiting on him.
Sorry, y'all. I kept thinking something didn't look right.
It's been so long. he
We're just,
forgot.
I'm out of
we're just
practice.
hanging down in the green room. That's all. It's not the basement. The basement is when you can't talk. They can't hear you up here. The green room is
That's
like
true.
we're down here and they can hear us, but we can't see us.
They just
Yeah,
don't
my
want
sister
everybody to
asked her.
see.
She goes, "Why in the world would you want a big house like this?" She goes, "What are you planning on doing? Running from one room to the other naked?" The girl just was
Oh
sitting there.
gosh. Did she say yes? You want to watch?
I went, Teresa. She goes, "Well, the look they gave me was, what is wrong with you?" I went, I actually know that worked very well.
So where's your mom going to be now
Sherman
that she
Family
sold it?
Farm.
Well,
Okay,
howdy,
yeah.
howdy, and welcome, Sherman's Family
Well,
Farm.
right now, she sold her house. I think it was like 180,000. She bought a double wide for 128,000. Paid cash for it. My sister, now this is just weird. My cousin Brenda, her mother owned the
Hello, Billy
the field
Joe.
over from where my sister lives. And it's probably 50 feet from her house.
I was editing.
And they took my mom's double wide, and that's where they parked it. So literally, she's living across the street from my mother, or my mother's living across the street from my sister, where Tressa can be there and not have to run out to her house.
That's
Right
good.
now,
Yeah.
until I get everything set up, she is
Stevie.
staying with my sister.
That's awesome.
Hi, Billy.
Yes, Stevie,
Yeah.
that was
Hang on,
David.
Oh, was you gonna put it back up there and show him?
Yeah, I'm sorry. He asked a question. I didn't
Yeah.
mean to interrupt, Red. He knows David.
Did you see Billy Joe?
Oops, this one is David. And this is
Oh my gosh,
Jimmy.
gosh. We're not
Mhm.
asking what you do with 15 rooms.
Oh,
Huh?
I need four. I need four
John.
more rooms.
and you may know
Robert.
yeah, but
one
he's
they call
Seven Arm.
Orange.
He worked at the quarry for many years.
All righty,
Huh.
let's get back over here. Y'all, I wanna check something here and get y'all's opinion. I'm gonna switch mics if I can remember how.
Oh, I was
Oh,
going to
did
say,
you
well,
know?
Lordy, I always have an
Mhm.
opinion.
Did you see Billy Joe's comment?
I'm
If I
not
can
I'm not
figure it
very
out.
opinionated at all,
Yeah.
so I'll do my best.
Oh, okay.
Never Red. You better hold
can
on
tell you
if lightning
I haven't got
strikes.
it yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody back away from Red.
All
Lightning's
righty,
coming real
how's
quick.
that mic?
Now try it.
All right, how's
Okay.
this? I'll tell you what I think. I'm not gonna blow smoke up your hiney and call you a dragon. How's that?
Is
Yeah,
this mic
right.
working?
That's the Red we know and love.
It's not.
Oh, gosh, you're still
Does this
having
mic
problems
work?
with them.
Can y'all hear us at all? No.
Hey, Dale. Look at this. We got
I got
Dale,
a
we got
35-pound
Lisa,
puppy
we
Yeah,
got
in my
yeah.
house with
Family.
his zoomies.
And we got the other Josh,
Gosh,
and we
maybe
got
it'll
Billy
get
Joe.
worked out before then. I hope so.
Yeah, Gizmo. Okay, you remember?
Red, you eating
Okay.
butter?
No, I'm eating macaroni and tomatoes.
But Billy Joe goes, Red, you eating butter? I eat butter like that too. Jumps out of the butter closet.
No, this is poor man's Tupperware.
Hey, recycle, reuse, baby. Got to do that.
But you know that little puppy we showed you?
Oh,
He ain't little no more.
Oh,
Hello. Is this mic
He's,
working?
He's 20 weeks old today, and he weighs about 35 to 40 pounds.
oh wow. Who's got him?
No, because I eat these.
Huh?
You said you don't have him. Or you do have
No,
him?
he's
I'm gonna just go back.
he's rooming through the house.
Oh, okay.
Well, when you speak, I'll tell you if I hear you.
Susan goes from New Horizon. Red, we have the same Tupperware. It works really good.
Hello.
Yes, it does.
Do it again, Glenn.
I hear you.
Can y'all hear me on this mic?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you,
but
I
you
don't know
sound
if the
really
link turned
deep. Your
off.
voice was really deep on that mic.
Really deep. Is that any better?
Oh, I can
Yeah.
hear you fine.
I can't really tell a difference, honestly.
Well, I was moving the volume up on it. How about there
Oh.
now? Is that
Can
any
hear you
better?
fine.
Yeah, that's like really good.
I hear you.
Billy Joe,
Well,
it's
no, I
40.
won-
Oh gosh, I would give anything if it was 55 degrees here.
Hi, Kentucky Hunter.
This
Hello,
might be mine.
Kentucky Hunter.
Oh, cool.
Poor Miss
That's
Bunny.
very, very cool.
Yeah. But it's changes color.
Cool looking.
Oops, I forgot. I forgot to turn
Cool
it back
mic.
down.
I'm gonna do my best on something. If y'all can't say, let me know. But I'm getting ready to turn this around. Can you see?
I see him. Hey there, KY Hunter, Kentucky Hunter.
I didn't know Bunny was in here.
Yeah, I told you Bunny was in here earlier.
I
You
didn't
just
know
let
it was
me
that
have-
Bunny.
Yeah, you just ignore me like usual.
I tried.
When you sound like.
Hey, we're climbing all the way to
He's being a
70.
stinker. He's being a stinker. Susan wants to know, where'd you get your mic from?
Timu.
He won it. It's a Fishland
Where's the
prize.
horns red?
It was free. He got it
Yeah.
off of Fishland.
Where's the
I
horns?
did the Timu game till I won it.
Huh, cool.
Brenda said they got up to 1. Josh said they'd been like -2.
Why
All right,
horns?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to turn off my camera over here for a minute or two and go back over there because I'm on that live too. So,
Alrighty, we
Alrighty.
understand.
Hey, yep.
Billy, have you
Jesus.
got snow? I think Billy and him was supposed to get snow Sunday, yesterday, or today.
We're
I
getting
don't-
snow tonight.
We're supposed to get snow tonight, but they changed ours to 11
No,
o'clock.
we're
Well,
supposed
it
to get
actually
it.
snowed on us while we was going
We-
out. It did.
I won't
Yes,
tell you what I said about Brenda's weather.
Oh, Billy said 3 inches of snow out there.
Oh no.
Maybe we'll
No.
have
Oh,
Brenda
no.
said that her snow sticks around and waits for the next snow to come. And I told her that it sounded like her, her weather was having an orgy. And that's exactly what I said.
Just waiting for more, huh?
Yep.
It's coming your way. I put a box facing east.
Is
Enjoy.
that not what I said, Brenda?
Billy,
Yep.
Billy, turn it to the north a little bit. They get northeast, so to bypass me.
Nah, we need some snow.
No,
we
I
ain't had a
don't.
good one.
My shoulder's in bad enough shape. I was following this thing and got me out of commission the rest of the year.
Uh-huh. And we're doing good, Kentucky Hunter.
Ooh, -3.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Sherman's Family Farm. Hello. And
Feels
Red.
like -12.
Yeah.
I bet so. Josh wants to know where's the horns.
Where are horns? I asked him earlier and I didn't see a reply.
Oh, that must have been whenever we was trying to work on the mic.
Oh.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
beginning to wonder why it wasn't working. I was beginning to think it sent me a dud. No wonder I got to win it. No good.
That's our forecast for the week. If I can get it in there right.
Oh my gosh.
Well, now on over there about the end looks a little better on Wednesday.
Yeah,
don't
Wednesday
like
we
36.
finally hit 30s.
-7. That's awful.
Oh, it was -8 this morning.
Oh, he said you used to have cow horns behind you, Red.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's because I got a new couch. I got a new couch and we moved everything around.
Yeah, she rearranged furniture.
Ah,
Kentucky Hunter, y'all got any snow? And I don't know where Sherman's family farm's from.
I don't
Um,
never.
I need to apologize real quick because you got new channels on here. They probably never met me or know me like y'all do.
Just ignore.
Folks, I will say things that will make your brain stop, and I swear to goodness, it'll leave skid marks in your cranium.
You know, I know all families has that person in their family.
And Red,
that just to learn to ignore. That's Red.
That would be me.
Oh,
But she fits in with the rest
exactly.
of us. So,
She fits in with the rest of us. They got a
yeah,
dust.
Josh, we got up this morning to frozen hot water. That
Oh
makes
gosh,
sense.
we had
Hot
Oh my
water lines were
God.
frozen. Yeah.
I'm afraid we're going to next week if I don't get this water line fixed down yonder.
Josh.
What?
Josh.
What?
He said no red panties here.
Yeah.
Lordy mercy. 80,000 views on that thing.
Uh-huh. Oh man.
Well, I told you, y'all all know, and I told you from the beginning, I'm a comedian, and I will say things that will literally make your brain stop and leave skid marks in your cranium.
Billy, you just mean.
Mhm. Oh gosh, winter!
Yeah,
when
but
winter
she's got
comes,
the
I
red-
wish I had a
red,
tanning bed.
Brooder light on over.
Uh-huh. What did you say about a tanning bed?
I said, winter comes, I'm wishing I had a tanning bed.
No doubt.
I
That
could be
helps
mean
out.
right now, but Brenda would probably drive all the way from Missouri to Virginia to kick my butt.
I want to see that.
I was
Yeah, let me
I'll
know
go
when
up-
it's gonna
I'll
happen.
go
We'll
up
be
there
there to
and-
video.
Yeah, we'll come up
We'll
there
do a
and
live
video it.
stream.
See Brenda
I
flying
was only going to say there's.
sideways.
I was only going to say there's like what 117 more days till spring.
Yeah, I kick your butt. I don't want to think about it.
told
That's
you.
depressing.
I wouldn't want to depress you. You know
Yeah, but
that.
Just think, that's less than 3 months.
Well, it's a little shorter than
I
what we
want it
had.
like today.
Well, I'd like to have it yesterday, but you
Yeah.
know. And I ain't had the weather you had.
Brenda's my best friend, and she knows I would never do anything to depress her.
We're stuck with Rick.
Josh got your number tonight, right?
Yeah, she's at the gate.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
He said
10,000 comedians out of work in America, and we're stuck with Red. LOL, just kidding. Love you, Red.
Who said that?
Joshy.
Joshy. And Christine said, tell everybody hi.
Get off the back of that chair. Did you hear that button just a bit ago? It
Did
said
what?
brush. That.
Uh-huh.
That's Gizmo pushing his button telling me that he wants to be brushed.
That's funny.
You know how many times I brushed that dog a day?
However many
You
times
get-
he wants it.
You get buttons just so they can yell at you. Like you ain't got enough people yelling at you already.
That's true.
Oh man. Sherman, Josh, Christine,
Yeah,
Billy, any of y'all want to come up? We got room.
yeah. The
Roy,
link's supposed to be attached to the top, I think.
it is.
I have
Okay.
literally
Welcome back,
brushed.
Royce Homestead.
I have literally brushed him 3 times today already. 3.
He says, I want some more. I want some more.
I like it.
I love it.
It's funny when I go to brush him, he'll like shiver all over. Like, God, that feels good.
That's just funny. I think he heard you. He's barking
Gizmo.
at you.
Gizmo, come here. Come here, baby. Come here.
Yes, right.
Give me a second.
Okay. It's always good to be that person, Sherman's Family Farm. Always. Those people always have a lot of fun, don't they, Brenda?
Oh yeah.
I know I'm always loud. My mama give me a loud mouth, and whenever I get tickled, it just comes out. I can't help it. You can always tell if I really ain't tickled because I don't laugh very loud. I know everybody used to always tell me you laugh so loud. I said I can't help it. When I get tickled, I'm tickled. Roy, how's them bees doing?
Oh.
You got 10 gallons of bee juice this year too? Well, actually, he had how many last year? Oh, Lord. Susan, you always have some campground crazy goings on. Fill us in.
Yeah.
I met Campground Weird Girl. She let her son run around butt naked in the campground while she wore nearly nothing walking around LOL.
Oh Lord.
Door.
I hope it's a whole lot warmer there than here.
No doubt. That would be a pointy situation.
Now, who's running naked through a
We don't
camp?
want to see those icicles.
Exactly.
Speak for
Hey,
yourself.
Nikki.
She said that Susan said, April, I've had some campground crazy goings on. I met the campground weird girl. She let her son run around butt naked in the campground where she wore nearly nothing walking around LOL. Oh no, Roy, that's awful. Shaky! Shaky's in the house.
I'm trying to think of a comeback for that one.
I like Brenda's. I hope it's warmer there than it is here.
Yeah, because we don't want to see
Yeah.
those icicles.
No.
What's up, brother?
Towel woman, poke your eyes out, you know.
What's that song off of that?
Right, Susan.
The Disney cartoon, the Ice Princess. What is she?
Frozen.
Oh
Yeah,
Frozen.
that song that she sings.
It was low 60s.
In the low 60s. I'd probably be out there sunbathing if it was 60.
Yeah, going from minus to 60 is a lot, ain't it?
Hey, let me tell you something. I've often sunbathed, but it was all on accident.
Yeah, flipping
Yeah.
over backwards in your wheelchair with no undies on.
You just like that
Exactly.
UPS dude.
Or going down steps hollering, but I ain't got no panties on.
Oh, God. I did
Yeah.
not know Michelle was recording that, but I'm like, go ahead and post it. I don't care.
And Nikki in that life, whenever she busted out when you said that, you can hear that just so plain.
I'm surprised, honestly, that she didn't wee herself.
I know.
Well, Shaky, you
Shaky,
got home just in
It's
time
just
to
your
fix
lucky
the
day
problem.
then, ain't it?
As hard as she was laughing,
I know. Roy lost all his bees last year and had to start over. Is that not awful?
oh, my
That
sister
is
did
awful.
too. My sister lost all her bees. She had to actually get 2 queen bees because the first one died. Yeah.
Oh, heck. Tony's is doing good, Roy. Or they was the last time we was up there. Now it's
I
been
would
way
love to
colder.
have bees, but I'm afraid to here.
Glenn's wanting to get some, but he's afraid since he's so allergic, it might not be a good thing.
Yeah,
That
that's
may
not a
not
smart
be.
idea.
No, I get mad at him and go up there and yank his bee suit off and say, I don't know why him being allergic to bees had done. He went down there without his bee suit on.
Yeah, she'd slip up behind me with a razor blade and put a slit down the back.
He must have got over there in them drawers.
I have a
Bees are
question,
probably
Glenn. Are you
not-
wanting a death wish? Now you're highly allergic to bees. Are you wanting a death wish?
Well, let me ask you a question. If there's a hornet's nest, wasp nest, anything around here, guess who has to go take care of it?
April?
Yeah, liar.
Yeah.
There's a bee's nest.
There's one up underneath the barn, and I think it's a big nest of yellow jackets.
Well, I don't know if it's a big
Oh,
nest.
Oh
You
my
can
gosh,
see
they
them.
do.
Yellow jackets.
They're flying in and out, in and out. And I told Glenn, I said, we had the goats at the barn. And I was like, we got to move them goats because them goats make them yellow jackets mad and they'll just all over the goats.
Oh,
yeah.
I
yeah.
haven't found
Yellow
that white
jackets are mean little, you know what?
They
Yeah.
are. They
I got to
really
try
are.
to get up there and
I've
get
been
them.
stung by a couple hundred of them at one time.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, then Alan said, ha ha
Glenn,
ha, I
look at
didn't
your
get
phone.
stung.
I ran over
Well,
my
I
my
hope
wife
you got
was
lawnmower and
stung
made 'em mad.
after making that comment.
Oh, Lord, I ain't even going to ask.
Yeah, my brother,
I'm
him and
afraid
my
to get
cousin were
bees.
jumping from my
Oh,
cousin.
Lordy Josh. You won't know, buddy.
Your brother, what, Red?
Was jumping, him and my cousin, from my cousin's father's barn onto these old rabbit cages.
Yeah.
They didn't realize that there was a huge wasp nest in there.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, my cousin jumped first, then my brother, and they attacked him. He was running so fast that he literally ran out of his shoes.
That's not good.
I probably
No,
would've
my
got-
uncle and my aunt stripped my brother and poured mouthwash and baking soda all over him. Now here's the kicker.
What's mouthwash? What does mouthwash and baking soda do? Now I know the
baking
soda.
soda will draw out the
The-
poison.
Yeah. What does the mouthwash do?
It's an
Help it
antiseptic.
stick.
Yeah, it's an antiseptic, but other than that, I mean, it kills germs, but
Well, now, I tell you what, somebody told me here a while back to do, and it blew my mind when I tried it, but ammonia,
Shaky, you need to come up here. Yeah, that was Diaz.
they is. Ammonia helps a bee sting on me better than anything I've ever used.
yeah.
Just like,
How long after you use the ammonia do you wake up?
it don't bother me.
Huh.
He still
just
ain't woke
about-
up, Red.
It's about like an instant relief from the bee sting.
See, if you live near the ocean and there's jellyfish around, that's what they tell you to do. Either pee on it if you get stung by a jellyfish, or put
Uh-huh.
ammonia on it.
I tell you what, if someone peed on me, I'd be pretty pissed off.
Well, you might not be after you got stung by a
Literally.
jellyfish. You might be
Yeah,
happy.
literally.
Josh,
I realized what I was going to say before I said it. And well, I'll go
Yeah,
with it.
Josh, tobacco works too. It works really good
Yeah.
for bee stings
My-
and really any kind of bug bite.
yeah,
But
my
the
grandma
ammonia,
used
I
God.
think, works better than any of it.
I
Just
made
like,
a boo-boo at my
window cleaner. Window cleaner will work. The ammonia in the window cleaner will soothe
Yeah.
the bee sting.
That's what I say, Josh, too. But my grandma used to use snuff because she
Yeah.
used
Yeah.
snuff all the time. So we'd get bee stings, she'd pack that on there.
Yeah.
And it worked good.
I made
Yeah, it
another
does work.
boo-boo at my doctor's office.
Uh-oh.
You drug song come on again.
No, that one, no. She's going over my medications. And I take like 8 of them a day. And she goes, how is the constipation medicine working for you? Without thinking, I looked at her and went, ain't working worth a crap.
That
You
ain't what
should
you
tell her.
said.
Tell her we said not worth the crap because you're still full of shit.
Yep. I think she kind of figured that out anyways.
Yeah. I would love to have bees, but I'm afraid to have bees because they'll die here. We have too many idiots flying over crop dusters.
Oh,
Crop
yeah.
dusting all the time.
That's
Yeah.
what I heard too, Shaky. And I bet you do sort of get immune to it, Roy. I know most of the time honeybees ain't as bad as other things. Honeybees way worse than a Japanese hornet.
Oh yeah,
Them things.
hornets are
We
just
gotta-
mean anyway. They're hornets are evil.
I ain't kidding. I was late to work one day because one was holding me hostage in my bathroom. I could not get out past that thing. It would start coming towards me every time I'd start to go out the door. And I didn't have a fly swat. And my aim just ain't that good at throwing stuff anymore. So, yeah, I was late to work.
Yeah, you
I
really
can
don't want to
see
make
your
them mad.
boss. I
They
can
will.
see your boss. Next time you're gonna be late, you need to just bring us a note.
Well,
I'll
you know,
ask the bee to sign it. How's that sound?
Exactly. But you know, the funniest one, I was late to work one time because I locked myself inside the house and could not get out. I did. You was gone in the truck, and I tried everything. I was in the old trailer,
Hey, Lynn,
and I could not get that front door to open to
Hey,
save my
Lynn.
butt. Hey, Lynn.
I'm trying to figure out how that works, but then again, I locked myself in the car with the keys, and I couldn't get the door open. So, but this will surprise me.
Well, see, you ought to understand better than anybody.
Y'all, Jakey, I need help. Some of y'all need to come up here because I can't understand this. I don't know if y'all can. Maybe y'all can explain it to me.
Now, my dog has locked me out of the car before.
Now that I can
Corky.
understand.
Corky done that to me one day too, but I've locked myself inside the house and I could not get the front door open to save my butt. Now I've locked myself out of the house a bunch, locked myself out of my car a bunch.
Now, Corky couldn't lock you out of the truck.
The van. It was
I'm
the
just
white
saying.
van,
He couldn't have locked you out of the truck
but I
If-
did.
if you didn't pull the key out of the switch.
Yep.
If you left the key in the switch, you could not lock the door. But this dummy figured out how to pull the key halfway out of the switch and lock the doors with the keys in the
Oh
truck.
no!
Yeah.
I used to
Well, I
lock my
had the car keys in my hand, and the car door wouldn't open. I literally got locked in the car with the keys in my hand. I had to forcibly open up the door, which made the alarm go off, hand Travis the keys so Travis could run over to the driver's side and unlock it that way. And Matt's standing there going, "What is going on?" Now
Chinese fire drill.
Travis will not get out of the truck or the car with me sitting in it unless he has the keys in his pocket.
I'd have me a second set if I needed to leave them in there.
Well, I'm telling you, when I first got the Chrysler, the place that I got it from kept my key code on file, and it got so bad, they would answer the phone and I'd say, "Hey," and they'd say, "Where you at?"
Oh, we were on our way.
Because they didn't know what job I was at, so they could bring me the key. I had so many extra keys to that car, it was funny. It wasn't funny.
Well, here's the thing, though. We do have an extra key for the truck and the car. But here's the kicker. They're both in my purse.
You need to give
Well,
them
that
to
might-
Travis.
That might be all right when you're at home. Tell him he needs to fix him a keychain of his own with a hook where he can clip it on his belt loop.
And just leave
That's what he does. He won't get out of the truck or the car without it. Because he keeps telling me, "I'm not letting you lock yourself in a vehicle again." I mean, why didn't me
Yes,
do the first
Roy.
time?
He did, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And that was
It's been a long time
Yeah,
gone, but
you
he
lost
gave us
yourself in
our
a
honey, and
vehicle
thank
one
you
time.
so
I'm not
much.
allowing you to do it again,
listen to this.
especially in my truck.
Say it again.
She done it once. I'm not allowing her to do it again.
I hear you.
There you
Hey,
go.
y'all, looky here. Looky
I learned
here.
the first time.
That's what you do. You learn the first time.
Hello,
We teach you
son.
well.
Hey,
Hey.
Nathan.
Come
Hey,
here.
Nathan. Wow, how much he's grown.
No doubt.
You're going to have to put a book on his head, keep him from growing so fast. Where's Miss Bella? Okay. I
Ah,
understand.
so you can't talk with us tonight.
Okay, guys.
Oh my gosh. Look.
Can you?
Butter up bigified. I like your chicken, Billy.
Yeah,
Oh,
look
he's a
how
chicken.
big he is now. Oh,
Chicken
that,
little.
he goes. He's having to hold. You had to put him
We
down.
we got you now.
He doesn't put him down.
Hold on. He's going to get him again.
Oh, hey
Hey.
Gizmo. Hey Gizmo.
And that's our puppy.
Hey
Oh.
Gizmo. He's so pretty. Look at them eyes.
It's heavy as all good stuff.
Nathan
Oh,
says
that's
he's
a workout.
cute.
Oh.
Is that chicken little?
Hey, that chicken almost
I
matches
did
my
it.
purse.
Here soon,
Hey, my-
Travis ain't
this
going
is
to be
the
able to
computer
pick
I'm
him up.
live streaming right now.
The
Yeah,
whole
got
him really
computer.
big.
You know how
Oh,
you know
Billy
how
could hear me.
tall you know how
Billy
tall
could.
Travis is.
Yeah.
Gizmo's back now comes or head. One of the other comes
mini
over his
PC.
knee.
My
It-
mini PC. That's what we're live streaming on.
And that is so cool that you got a PC. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's what I got him for Christmas.
Oh, you got them. Oh, yours. I think that's bigger than mine.
He says it's little too.
This one's only about 4 inches square and about 2 inches tall. And it's got 3 HDMI cable or outputs.
Yeah, yours is way bigger. Oh, that's the camera.
Uh-huh.
Look at Nathan. You
See what
get
he's
him,
trying to
Nathan.
show me here.
Hi, Nathan.
Oh, camera holder.
Brenda's doing it back to you, Nathan.
Oh. Look at
Oh,
that.
that's
Oh.
neat.
What
Yeah.
a
Cool.
gimbal.
Yeah, it's a gimbal. I know. I've got one of those. I never did learn to use it very well, though.
That is neat.
I've looked at them, but I ain't never had one. I thought about getting one.
I've got one, but I fight with it.
Mail it to us and we'll learn you how to use it. I love that, really.
Yeah, they're neat, but they can be a pain in the butt.
Cool.
Oh, heck.
Awesome. Now mine don't do that.
Is Nathan almost as tall as you are now?
But Billy's sitting down.
Well, I know he's sitting down, but gosh, he's just grown so much.
Oh.
No, I didn't, Roy. And Lynn, he is growing like an olive tree.
I know
I
he
know
bought
last time I saw him, he was so little.
or something.
Yep.
Because he was threatening to kick Marvin, the rooster, right in the butt.
Yep. He did.
Well, that's neat, Billy.
How small
I
that
like
is.
that. That's amazing. I like that.
Does it help you keep
Yeah.
the camera more steady when you're out doing videos?
Yeah, because
Dude,
everybody
Dan.
hates shaking the video when I film. My friend John got me this.
Cool.
'Cause
He's sick of the hi, welcome to the Wikishire project.
Yeah. He done took us over.
Uh-huh. So you're now live streaming with the Wikishire.
With the Wicked Billy.
Uh-huh.
How's the camera quality on a $10
It
PC
looks
camera?
good.
It looks real good.
Uh-huh.
Is it as good as Red's?
Yeah.
It's actually probably a little plainer.
Yeah, it's real clear.
It is.
Yeah.
It's real clear.
I just hope ours is that good.
Yeah.
I'm having to use my phone because I ain't got another computer yet.
I don't know George
I'm concentrating on getting a. Hey, me and Brenda was talking about this. See, I gotta get a new washing machine, and it's an LG that I'm looking at. It's 4.1 cubic feet. Is that a lot?
4.1 cubic feet. Is that a lot, Lynn?
4.1 a
Gallons?
freezer. That's small.
That's a washing machine.
Oh,
Oh,
washing
washing machine.
machine.
Yeah,
Oh, now I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Ask Google. Ask Google. It'll tell you what a normal size is.
We did. It didn't help.
Oh, well, that ain't good.
Google didn't know.
Oh, man.
It's getting behind, ain't it?
I think it's gotten behind.
Yeah.
I don't think it ever got as far ahead as everybody thought.
I know it's referencing the size of the tub, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
You said a 4.1 cubic
Just
feet.
think of the shavings. What size is the shavings?
That
Cubic?
ain't
Well, I
got
know it's
nothing to-
different, but
That's-
still.
No, that's different.
Yeah, see, no one I know understands that. And I'm going to spend about $500 on it.
What kind is it?
LG.
Well, those are usually good washing machines.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's 4.1, a small tub.
I'm thinking that's going to be probably about a medium.
Yeah, I
is
don't
what I'm
think.
going to say.
I think a large is a 6 point something, and a medium's a 4 point. It's what I'm thinking, but I can't. I don't know for sure. But I think mine's like a 6 point something tub,
I
and
think
it's a
that front load
large.
was 5 so.
I thought it's.
I have no
Yeah.
idea what size mine is.
I can't remember on that neither for sure. I know we got the front load last time.
I think Billy's using Beard Grow.
We have a 28-gallon combined washer dryer RV style. It's from China. It's those little plastic.
Oh,
Cute. You can't wash it like a comforter. You can wash like
My
a full
son
set of
wants
clothes
one of
times
those.
two. So
Welcome
Hello,
to you,
Tina.
Ladybug. How are ya?
Well, they said that you can
Hi,
wash a
Tina.
comforter in this.
Well, if you can wash a comforter in it, it's a medium
It's
to a
good
large
size.
tub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a decent size.
Hello, brother. I got
Hello.
son Billy in here and brother Shaky.
And Sister Red and Sister
What do you
Red.
think, Shaky? Do you think a
What?
4.1 is good size, medium size, or is that tiny?
What? What the hell did you say?
4.1 cubic foot wash machine.
I didn't know if I know. I've been
Shaky
looking
says,
at.
Shaky
Say
says,
the-
I come up here and you start calling me tiny.
I was going to say, don't take that dirty. But too late.
Hey, Glenn,
Too late.
Glenn, I can touch my belly button with my beard.
Wow.
You know, I seen watching the video the other day. One of ours come up before y'all was
He
down
don't
here when we had goats out there in the other barn, and your beard wasn't but about yay long.
Oh, Sherman wants to know how
Okay,
you
you
get
know-
your box to rotate like that.
I got a question to ask you, Billy.
Oh,
Can you
Lord,
throw it
that's-
over your shoulder like a continental soldier?
Tina, we
window
are. We hope you are, dear.
I
I
guess
take
not.
it as a yes.
No, I mean the wind will blow it.
Did you hear me?
Uh-uh.
Sherman wants to know how'd you get your
I
box.
answered you.
Oh,
I don't remember.
sorry,
It
Sherman.
was on. I was trying to
Wasn't it
remember the
Devil Dog?
website. It was something box. I wish DJ was on here because he could tell you. Because
Maybe.
DJ was the one that helped me set it up.
Yeah.
But anyway, the little thing, the website you go to do it, you just you put your pictures in there and you can have it just spinning around, or you can have it doing a wobble, or just sitting still. Different ways.
I'd make them all dizzy.
Exactly. Tell him what happened to you in Walmart. I thought he was going to hit the floor when you looked at the red light.
Oh, good gosh! Yeah, I was walking down through Walmart there, and hey, Michelle
Hey, Michelle, how are you?
and
Well,
Rob.
hi, Michelle or Rob or whichever the case may be.
But walking down through there, and they had one of them disco ball things or something set up on top of a shelf. And about the time I got there, it just like a red laser hit me right in my eyeball, and I went blind.
Ouch.
He looked like Fred Sanford.
I didn't know where I was going. I couldn't tell nothing for a minute.
Oh, me. Michelle,
So
when did you say
instead
you
of-
leave for Denver?
So, never mind.
No, go ahead.
No.
Okay,
My
I know
brain-
just
my
so
brain
bad.
stopped me on that one. No.
Don't read into nothing. If she don't want to, it's a good reason.
Exactly.
That's the reason I said we're done. You say no twice. I know.
Oh,
Yeah, because I had that all set up, and then my brain went further, and I'm like, no, I ain't doing it.
I hear you. Michelle said, "What?"
I know when to, believe it or not, I know when to shut up.
Yep. I bet a lot of y'all don't know what that is.
I can't see what it is to begin with, so you would be right.
Well, the
Well,
picture's
open
really,
your
really
eyes.
tiny, but it looks like a baseball bat.
That's a tire checker for an 18-wheeler.
I bet doggone, Shaky.
It's a what?
A tire checker for an 18-wheeler.
What do you do? Go around What do you do? Go around playing baseball with your tires?
You walk around and you hit the tire with it,
Walk
and you tell
around
if
and
it's
hit
flat
'em.
or not. Yeah, you hit your tires with it, and if it goes,
If you get-
back, you got air, and if it goes clunk and doesn't do nothing, then you know it's a flat tire.
Well, if you get good at it,
Oh.
you can pretty much tell if it's just low.
Huh.
But that's
Okay, so next time I go to a truck stop for gas or anything, not to holler, here, batter, huh?
you might not
Don't worry,
want to,
they
because
don't-
some of them have bigger ones than this out there.
Don't worry, they don't come in pink.
I used to use a big steel bar.
Ooh.
I think Sharon would want one of those. Call it a motivator. Get me to do things.
Oh, she'll need a bigger one than this, Fat Billy. I know the old lady needs a bigger bat than this to get me to doing stuff here lately.
I used to have a Nerf bat in there till Gizmo got a hold of it.
Vader.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a
Michelle,
puppy. What can you
I
say?
was wanting to know when you was going out yonder to see Jen. And that wasn't Colorado, that's South Dakota, I think. In South Dakota? I didn't say nothing about California. Oh. But now I've been back here working in this old room where I used to keep as my office when I was trucking and stuff, moving everything out and cleaning it out and getting ready to move all my computer stuff in here.
Oh,
And I've run across stuff. I've run across stuff I hadn't seen in years. She said she's leaving Friday.
It's probably going up there for the dental thing that she does.
Yeah. She's going out there to see her out there at Denture Box.
Yeah, my mom, my sister said my mom woke up the other day and her bottom teeth was on her chest. I went, you better put them up if you're going to go to sleep, or you're going to look down and your dog's going to be smiling at you with your own teeth.
Oh.
Yep.
And Lynn, we never moved to North Carolina. We looked at property out there. We were about 30, 35 minutes away from Glen and April. We were going to be west of them on this property, but we settled for Tennessee because there are no restrictions here.
Hi, Terry.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'm coming to see her.
Hey.
We're going to go see her.
Hi, Terry.
Hello. Yes, Billy, I've got your address marked off.
Share it with everybody. Give out our
Hello,
phone number
everyone.
Now, Billy, I didn't say
hold
that
on.
you'd moved out here. I said when you was out here that time. When you
Yeah.
came down here to the house.
For the first time?
I can't remember if it was first or second time, but your beard was really short.
Oh, embarrassing.
I know we was out there at the barn where I had the goats out there at that little barn across the pipe from the pasture.
I've cut this thing. I've cut 4 inches off. I cut another 5 inches off. It's just you're trying to zipper your coat up. You know what I mean? And it's just in the
Yep.
zipper. I'm like,
Long hair.
Give me the
Yeah.
scissors.
Hi, Des.
Hey, Terry.
Hi, April.
How are you
That
doing?
sounds painful.
I'm doing
What's
good.
even more painful is I said that's the first time I realized my mic was off.
How's the old man doing over there?
He's doing good. He's back. Darren just got done 3 weeks of no work, and he's back to work today.
Oh.
In 3.5 weeks, I have my shoulder replacement surgery.
Yeah.
But what a lot of people don't know, and I haven't done a video on this, and neither has Darren. Back in October, I got the first letter from immigration saying yes, that he can come over. We're just waiting on after 2 months, Darren got the letter from the National Visa Center up in New Hampshire with the case number and information he needs, and he's just waiting on stuff from his end. So right now we're still in the middle. Not doing
Okay.
anything.
It's getting there, but slow.
Yes, very slow, but getting there. And Josh is doing good. It's just my nerves. I'm not saying my nerves are at wit's end, because they're not. They're at wit's end. I'm waiting to hear from the government on what they're going to do. But as far as my shoulder next month, I can't wait for it to be done. I can't wait.
I don't know. Mine ain't worked out too good.
Oh, that's not good.
It takes me
No.
between 5 and 10 minutes to open up a can with a manual can opener, and I can't live like that. There's so much I can't do with my arm, and I'm limited to so much weight, and that's it. So
Right? Is it right there?
Well, say that's me. We went to Walmart Christmas Eve to get some eggs and stuff, and I was putting eggs in the car, and the box started to come apart, and I hurried up and got them in the seat. So I straightened that arm out real fast, and it has killed me ever since. And
Yeah.
my motion of going up and everything has got worse instead of better now.
well, for me, I have a muscle in the front and a muscle in the back that is actually pulling away from the bone. And the muscle in the back has actually pulled a piece of bone off of my shoulder.
Ooh.
I've got severe arthritis. Within 5 months of having the first surgery, the surgery failed because the stitches didn't hold. I've got more tears, and I've got really bad arthritis in there. The only thing, the big thing the surgeon is worried about for me is my seizures. So I'll be staying the night in the hospital that night of surgery and coming home the next day. But he goes, well, it can dislocate. I said, I could have a seizure right now this minute and it dislocate. I've never had it happen in my life. So, but all in all, everything's going good.
Well, that's good.
I just wish you the best because that just sounds so painful.
Yeah.
It's more painful. I deal with pain. The pain don't go away, no matter what I do.
You sound like Travis.
I take muscle relaxer and it don't go. The pain don't go away. It eases it, but it don't go away.
That's me. I've actually quit taking any kind of pain medicine because it still hurts. So what you take it?
Well, luckily, acupuncture has been able to help Travis quite a bit. He goes every Wednesday, and it's helped him quite a bit.
That's what I take, Bobby. I mean, Billy.
Only time the acupuncture actually hurts him is when his muscles start having, spasms, and it grabs a hold of the needle.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's what they was telling me to start taking was Tylenol, and I started taking them, and it didn't do no good.
It doesn't do Travis any good either.
I take it unless I won't take anything for pain unless I absolutely have to. But most of the time, I will take some so I can get some decent sleep.
I'll tell you a little
I
secret.
can't take pain meds. Tylenol does nothing for me. I can't take pain meds because of other medical problems. And you all know what I do then.
Yummies.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what's your secret,
If you
Brenda?
want a light muscle relaxer, this sounds crazy, but it works.
It's one week's collection of Sharon's beer cans.
Yeah. She'll be in there whooping him in a minute.
Pamprin.
Oh yeah.
That or Midol.
Pamprin or Midol, either one are the same thing. They're for cramping, but what it is, it has a light muscle relaxer in it, which is what helps with the cramping. Well, it'll help any other muscle too.
Yeah, I've done that, I've looked at the stores and I was like, let me see if they got Midol because I know that helps. Nope, they're out. They've been.
Travis already takes muscle relaxer twice a day, and it hasn't helped him.
His body's gotten used to it. He needs to try something different.
Yeah.
Like for me, I'll take the one anti-inflammatory. I'll take that for like 2-3 weeks, and then I can tell when my body's not accepting it. And then I'll go to the next one, and I'll flip-flop between that like every 3 weeks. So
I can buy some Midol or Pamprin or something. See if that helps him, and maybe he can switch backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
That is, if he will. He's so
I hear you, Michelle. You gonna take videos of that, ain't you?
He's so stubborn. I just don't understand where he gets it.
Oh, I wonder.
I want to go with Michelle. Did you read that comment? I want to go there.
Yeah.
Oh, no
Yeah, I
doubt.
know.
I
Me
would
too.
love. I would live in one if I was
Mhm.
close enough.
It just seems like the wrong time of the year to go to a hot spring, though. I'd want it to be a little
No.
warmer.
Oh no. Perfect time. Perfect time. Okay,
The colder
this
it
is
is,
for Shaky and Brenda. How much snow did you guys get? You too, Red.
Got more today and got more coming in the next 2 days.
We got enough that my daughter got stuck in a snowdrift, and so did two guys in big four-wheel drive trucks that tried to
Oh,
stop
wow.
and get her out.
You must have
It
missed
took-
my
Wow.
comment on what I said about Brenda's weather earlier.
It took 2
yeah.
hours to dig. It took 2 hours with shovels digging them out.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brenda said that with the snow, it just lingers around and stays there until the next snow. I mean, it sounds like your weather's having an orgy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
my stepdaughter up in Moundsville, West Virginia, she goes, "Oh, we got snow, we got more coming." I was like, "Shut up."
I got
What you
Believe me,
nothing.
honey, I'd let you have it if I could. I hate it.
Oh, I know. I would take every bit of it.
Hey, you further south
got
than
no-
we
well,
are.
it's
You
supposed to-
just fly north.
But now, you
You
have
need
to
to
try
take
your
it there.
temperatures. You have to try your temperatures with it.
No, I love you, Brenda, but the bitter cold temps. Mm-mm. My cousin in Stanton, Iowa, is gonna be like minus 52 tonight and tomorrow night. It's like no.
Good night.
We're not going to be
Yeah.
that bad.
Hey, Karen.
Yeah, she's gonna be minus 52 tomorrow night.
Right now, it's -3. Feels like -12. Unless it. Let me see if
No,
this thing needs
I
to
love you, but
redo.
no.
Hey, Karen.
Mm. What?
I'm off the next 3 days. Jackie's packing right now because she's got to work tomorrow, and they're going to put her on a hotel for 2 to 3 days.
Okay,
Oh,
we
wow.
still got her somewhere. No, I love you, Brenda, but no.
-7 tonight. We were -8 last night.
No,
gonna be-
thank you.
Put us like in the
Billy went and got him a
-20s for
snowball.
I want snow, but I don't want those negative temperatures. No. Darren and I were
Billy,
talking
just
about that
don't get
earlier.
Carol there.
Can you
Well,
throw
we're
it?
supposed to get 1 inch. Either it can go to where we get none, or it can go to where we get 5 feet. It just depends.
So
Yeah.
you're just going to relive your honeymoon.
I shouldn't be eating this. My chickens poop on the stairs.
Did
No.
you go plumb down to the woods?
Well, if you get salmonella poisoning, you know why.
Chocolate ice cream.
It has no flavor. Snow is terrible.
Neither does chocolate ice cream.
Oh, there
Oh, you
is. Oh, pick it up.
You got to put cream and sugar in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
You want to eat this? That's
Ew.
No. Oh my.
And see, when I look at my weather, my app on my phone, what do I see? Blue over here.
Uh-huh.
Nowhere near me.
The freezer.
Uh-oh.
Freezer. I can throw it at Glenn when I
They're
see him.
saying 18 Tuesday night, and next weekend it goes 19 Friday night, 16 Saturday, 21 Sunday. Then we start getting back up in the 40s and 50s and rain for a week.
Mm.
It's like I don't want a
Oh,
rainy
God, I
winter
would
like
love
last
the
year.
40s and 50s.
Now it makes 2 of us. My fireplace is actually roaring right now.
We're
Hey,
gonna be
that's what you don't
37
get.
tonight and 38 tomorrow.
Our
Okay,
high
he-
today
he
was
turned off.
1 degree.
I don't
Lynn,
miss
she
the
went to
snow.
lay down for a minute.
I miss the snow, but I don't miss them them bitter cold temps. I got friends messaging me, sending me pictures of snow. I said, I love you, but what's your temperature? And the one friend is up in Montana. She goes, I'm gonna be at minus 75 tonight. I said, I love you, but you
No.
can keep
Yeah.
that. Oh, Canada's just as bad.
Yeah.
I got
I
friends
remember
in
one
Canada.
year,
It's
Brenda-
like, no.
now,
Mm-mm.
Brenda keeps a fire in both her kitchen,
Mhm.
her living room, and her library.
Really,
It got so cold there that the water bowl, which sits in a warm living room, iced. over.
Yeah, it was
I
about a
believe
foot
it.
and a half from the wood stove, and still had a skift of ice over the top of it the next morning.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but we had minus 35 degrees at that time.
Mm-mm.
No.
And that's the thing. Darren can't fathom what it's like to be in such cold temperatures because where he lives.
Oh,
It's in his summertime right now, and it's been really hot lately, really humid. He goes, "This is a southern humid." I said, "No, that's like a way down Florida type humid." And he goes, "We've got this heat. It's that sunshine that makes it hotter there."
Yeah. Yeah.
He is
Kinda
not
like-
going to like the winter time at all.
Oh well, he's gonna have to get used to it. Grow
That's
some extra
cool.
skin.
Bring him to Missouri for a while. The land
It's
of
like-
you never know what it's gonna do weather.
Oh, I know. I was telling him what my cousin's temperatures was, and he's like, "Where is it?" And I was like, "I don't know. It's in the middle somewhere." So I had to look up a map and turn the camera around so he could see it. And I said, "Well, there's Ohio." I said, "Sherry's about there in Ohio."
Yeah, it's cold up there and it snows a lot.
Yeah.
Well, the
See, we
kids
never
down,
know one winter
The
to
kid-
the next what it's gonna do.
the kids down the street down here, their grandmother, they all lived in Maine. They lived like hop, skip, and a jump away from Canada.
Yep.
So they were used to snow being over their knees. And their grandmother was like, we're moving down south. We're moving back to Virginia where she came from to begin with.
Yeah.
And
I spent a
when I
summer in
mentioned-
Maine.
well, they
That was
mentioned
enough.
I mentioned something about it may snow tonight and tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And Caleb just hung his head. He goes, I hate snow.
One of my dear friends lives up in Maine, and she's got like a foot of snow that she had to go out and shovel today. It's like,
I spent a summer up there. That was enough for me. It could be 80 degrees, and if the sun's shining, it literally feels like it's sitting on top of you. It's hot.
mm-hmm.
Wow.
But if it clouds up and starts raining, it will drop at least 30 degrees within less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can.
I hated it.
Oh,
was like,
Michelle,
oh,
you
no.
guys stay warm. 20 below zero, no thank you.
no doubt.
No.
It's hurting bad enough. Y'all making it hurt worse.
Hey, here in Missouri, I've seen it 80 degrees, and 2 hours later it was snowing.
I believe it. Sounds like
That's
Jersey.
insane.
Do you want me to
I remember when I was a kid, they was calling for snow, and I looked at my mom and laughed. I said, it's 77 degrees, and they're calling for it to be snow tomorrow. I laughed at her. Got up the next morning, 18 inches of snow on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I remember,
This
well,
did it in less
it
than
was
2 hours.
Travis's second or third birthday, New Year's Eve.
I'll be right back.
All right.
It was 74 degrees. About 2 or 3 weeks later, in January, we had a snowstorm that it was so much snow, buildings were collapsing. My brother was helping my dad shovel off the top of his house, and there was so much snow that they literally walked from the top of his house down on the snowbank and then down to the ground. It was probably 93, 94, 1994, 1993, somewhere like that. And we
Red, do you
lost
remember the
electric.
Bobbitt snowstorm?
Huh?
Do you remember that Bobbitt snowstorm?
The what snowstorm?
Bobbitt snowstorm. Yeah, when it was all cut and dry, it was about 8 inches on the ground.
No.
You never heard of John Wayne Bobbitt?
I gotta keep my mouth mouth shut. I gotta keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, you might ought to read.
No, it was pretty bad.
Oh, hey, I gotta tell you all this story.
Michelle.
This guy's driving down the road, and this chicken's running alongside the road. He's going about 50 miles an hour. So he looks down and he realizes the chicken's got 3 legs. So he steps on the gas, and the chicken flies past from doing about 70 or 80, and then cuts down this dirt road where the guy follows him down the dirt road to this farm. Well, standing next to the barn is a farmer. So the guy stops, goes up, talks to the farmer, and says, "Hey, did a 3-legged chicken just run past here?" He said, "Yep, it was mine." He says, "What the heck, 3-legged chicken?" He says, "Yeah." He says, "My family, me, my wife, and my son, the only part of the chicken we really like the most is the leg. I like the leg. My wife likes the leg, and now my son likes the damn leg. So now I had to go out and create this 3-legged chicken so we each get a leg." The guy says, "Well, how's it taste?" He said, "Damn fine. Now I can't catch the son of a bitch."
Yeah, what I was gonna say was not
Your aunt would have liked that chicken.
was not very proper.
Need some time out.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I ain't taking nothing.
Red, get your mind
Now,
out of
if
the
I
gutter.
was Robin Williams, I wouldn't have cared. But then he was like one of my role models. So I was going to say I wouldn't. No! Ah, hell with it. I was going to say I've never complained about 8 inches before. Thank you, Shaky, for pulling that out of my brain. And I'm trying to be nice.
I don't think it was the brain you got pulled out of, but that's between you and God.
Red, get him.
Keep open their mouth.
That was a good comeback.
Michelle said, "Now I got it. What you get?"
One take, yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it might. No.
Oh, God.
Okay. In a beer cooler.
Well, I will say this. As
Oh
far
my
as how
God.
2024 is starting, it's starting off good. I'm getting my shoulder fixed. I'm starting a new job. I got 8 more days of class, and then I'm on regular schedule. And I'll be done that. And things are going good. So far, so good. I can't
Well,
complain
that's
yet.
good.
Now, if just Mother Nature will decide what the hell it wants to do, I'd be even happier.
Well, I think 2024. I think 2024 is going to suck for me, like it did last year.
You got to think positive on the beginning or
Gotta
to
look
be
on the
bad
bright
at
side.
the end.
Glenn, I'm getting ready to put Cooper down.
To the church.
Aw, I'm sorry.
Makes no sense.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you done told me.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We can't drive up that
Well, so far, my 2024 is turning out to be better.
I've been hoping and a begging and a praying for a better year, and so far it's been there.
But Red, I hate yours is going downhill.
Yeah.
But we got really good news the other day, so I think things is going to be a whole lot lighter for me.
That's good.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
What's
that's
the good
good.
news?
Well, don't keep us in suspense. Tell
I
us.
know.
Yeah, no, we can't. We can't talk about this yet.
Yeah, if you just think
Oh.
about it, you know it's what's
Yeah.
been going on with.
That's enough.
Yep, so you know, y'all should
Okay.
know.
Yeah, I know.
But it turned out to be better for us. So
Oh, good. Okay.
That's
I
good.
think everyone
somebody backed their own self in the corner.
gotcha.
Ah.
Usually, if you give
That
one enough
old
rope,
saying,
they
give
will.
enough rope and you'll hang yourself.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and then you can kick that proverbial bucket out from underneath them.
Oh, didn't have to.
Yep, done it to themselves.
Yeah,
Good.
but it's so much fun if you do that.
No, it's funner the other way.
Now, sometimes it's fun just to sit back and watch them hang themselves.
Exactly.
It
It's better
is.
when they're clean and you can just sit there and go.
Exactly.
Yeah, a few weeks ago, one of the kids in the neighborhood stole from us. Now, we've been giving to these people. We've been giving to these people a
No.
lot. We've been allowing them to come up here, get showers and all that.
Billy
And
disappeared.
one of the kids stole from Travis. And I told him, as soon as I found out what had happened, I told him, I said, you're not welcome back here. Don't even have your shadow grace.
Is that the ones that were
My
helping
yard.
like with the canning and all that?
Huh?
Is that like the new neighbors or is that someone?
Yeah.
No, it's one of the new neighbors.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Shay,
the one that was helping me with the canning. That
Yeah.
was Jordan. Jordan,
Okay.
that's his brother that stole from us.
Yeah.
Well, he got by with that, so yeah, karma comes back every time.
Yep.
He went and stole a car here in Virginia and crashed it in North Carolina.
Oh no.
He was 15 years old.
And now he can't make bail.
Nope.
Oh well. He's gonna
Y'all
have to learn.
guess what Glenn done?
What?
What?
He's not been doing what Shaky's doing since October.
No vaping?
Awesome.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Well, now
I
I
quit.
have 4 or 5 times took a draw, but you know.
But
I
he's
I quit, but then I started again because, well, I'm stupid and I was trying to help somebody, and
Well, I
and it
quit.
was either light up or kill them. So I lived
yeah.
it.
Glenn used to be
Yeah.
that way.
Mm,
That's why
I-
he don't smoke. It calms
I
my
really want
nerves.
to, but after the day I had, it ain't gonna happen.
Well, I don't see how they tried to get me to be a nurse a long time ago, and I just told them I'm just too tender-hearted for it. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I
Well,
couldn't
my
do it.
niece, I will have to say my niece Brianna done good for my dad. I mean, she took off work for weeks to come and help my dad. And, you know, she would put some type of stuff on his lips to stop his lips from chapping. And she would always check. And, I mean, to be quite honest with you, it was that stupid COVID shot that killed him. And no one's going to ever convince me that it didn't. Because he wasn't in bad shape, not like this, but after he got that COVID shot twice, he went downhill really quickly.
Y'all know what I do for a living, right?
Oh Lord, Billy.
Billy, be
Yeah, you
careful
drive
if you do that.
you drive a ambulance.
I don't drive.
Oh,
I do
They
sometimes,
jump
but anyway,
cars in the snow.
my part-time job is 911, and that's why
What's jumper cars?
my first patient OD'd and didn't make it.
Oh wow.
Young lady with kids.
Oh,
It's sad,
Jumper
you know.
cars. What is jumper cars, Billy?
do you mean bumper cars?
I have 4-wheel low with
Yeah. So did my daughter.
yeah, I
who
don't
got
see
stuck
how
in a
you
snowdrift.
do what you do, Shaky. I couldn't do it. I could not do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's reality, but it's sad to see people do that to themselves and to their
It
families.
is. Mm.
I mean, bless your heart, because we need people like you. And if anything ever was to happen to me, I'd hope I'd have a good-hearted person like you with me.
Well, the last one of the
Me and Red would be
old
sitting
man-
over there on the side of the road.
Yeah, I would. I would.
the last-
I'm
the
too
last one was
tender-hearted. I can't do it.
Having cardiac issues.
I mean, I cry. Well, Shaky, I cry watching game shows because people win. and I get excited for them. That tells you how much of an emotional wreck I am.
My mom was an RN, and she tried getting me to go to nursing school. She offered to pay for it, the whole thing, everything. I said, I can watch some of the goriest movies and stuff in the world, but doing what my mom did in an ER, no. I told my mom, "You're one of the blessed ones. I can't do it."
I couldn't stick babies, and I couldn't stick old people.
No, I was one of my niece's patients. She worked at Raleigh General Hospital at the time. Now she works for the VA. But I was one of her patients, and she had to get me to drink this. I think they call it barium. It's chalky stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh no, I ain't drinking that. That's disgusting. She goes, you're going to drink it. They got to do a CAT scan with the contrast. I went, I'm not doing it. She goes, oh, just shut up and drink it, or I'm gonna force you to. All right. She goes, I swear, you might be my aunt, but you're one of the worst patients I ever had in my life. I went, well.
Yeah, when I was growing up, I always wanted to be a nurse, but by the time I got there, I was already burnt out.
You see, growing up, I wanted to be one of two things.
Comedian?
I wanted to work at a television station, or I wanted to be an author. I got one done. Actually, I done my internship at a TV station. I never thought about going into comedy ever.
Red.
But
Red. Being an author of coloring books is not the same thing.
Hey, wait a minute.
It's worse
Wait a
than
minute.
50 Shades of Grey, man.
I got a serious coloring injury one year, or actually one night. A serious coloring injury. That was when I was having to take. Nope. I was having to take pain pills because, well, my colon was trying to perforate. And that night, I
Coloring
got
peppers doesn't count.
Well, it does in this case. Anyways, I got stoned that night, and I sat there for hours coloring. The next day, I got up, and my arm wouldn't move. Every time I tried to move, I'd go around in a circle. Just so happened that I had a counseling appointment that day, so I had to have help into the office. The counselor asked me what happened, and I told her. I got stoned last night, and I colored for hours. Now my arm won't work. She goes, that sucks. She goes, but I need you to make me a promise. I went, what? She goes, promise me that you won't sue the Crayola Coloring Company for injury. I went, I got to use that in my routine. That's perfect. I mean, I couldn't move it. I mean, it was sore.
Oh, snap.
All right, guys, I got to jump. I've been up since I don't know when, and I'm tired. I love you guys.
Love you too, honey.
Love you. Take
We
care.
love you, Shaky. Thank you for popping in and saying
Thank you
hey.
for having me. I really miss you guys. Hopefully, I'll see you soon.
Give
Hey,
Jackie
Simply
a big
Dan.
hug from us.
I ain't touching her.
Good night.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. See you guys.
Love y'all.
See ya. Hey, Simply Dan.
Des, what was that? Your sticker book?
Hey, Jan.
Hey, Jan, how are you? I'm sorry. I was saying bye to Shaky and didn't see you sneak in.
I saw her in a live stream last night. I woke up during it was 2-something in the morning, and she was on a live stream with another lady. I can't remember the name of the channel. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I've been going on Cog Hills live streams.
Yeah.
And Jason does this to the camera every time I mention anything.
I wonder why. Do you have any idea why, Brenda?
Not a clue.
Nope.
And he just
Ken,
kind
how
of
are you,
glosses. He glosses over and I know he's saying it because he's sitting there going,
Yeah.
He's probably thinking, who is this nut in my stream?
yeah, yep.
Say right, it's Acorn again. Oh Lord, don't
my
say
two
Acorn.
sweet y'all. My friends
I
over
just
here
thought-
watching me over here with you guys.
Oh, hey, Dad, did you ever tell Coghill I wasn't? Well, I'm not a. Okay, let me
Stalker.
rephrase this whole thing. I am not a troll. I might be a wackadoodle, but I'm not a troll. Because I'm telling you, every time I go on their live, he does this bit looking at my name. I know,
I don't-
so I'm
Either
I'm
she
trying to make
didn't,
sure he's reading it right.
yeah. Either
probably.
Nancy,
He don't want to
either
pull a
Nancy
Haas
told
tool.
you truthfully.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no. He definitely does not want to pull a hostile, bless Greg's heart. I mean, his wife, Sharon, started laughing. That woman turned 3 shades of red from laughing at him because he says, kiss my grass. And he goes, and here's a question from Kiss My Ass.
That's one I missed. I would have loved to see that one.
That's easy to say with your channel. So very easy.
Karen corrected him. She goes, Greg, honey, that's Kiss My Grass. Oh, sorry, everybody. Sorry, everybody.
I bet he stops
Oh,
and thinks about it now before he speaks.
Oh, he
yeah.
does.
I bet he does.
how is the Toon family doing?
Doing okay.
She doing any better?
I know she
Kinda.
got an electric wheelchair.
She had
Who?
her feeding tube taken out recently too.
Yeah, she had
Who
to-
did?
Sherry.
That's
Oh.
a good step or a step forward anyway.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Jan.
Yeah.
Yeah, she on a video about a month ago. She's like, if Red can do this, I can too.
Mm-hmm.
She has
That
her
was-
moments. And I
that
got
was,
to
like,
call
really
up there and see
sweet.
how things are going.
Yep.
She asked me how I did it, and I told her, I said, but, this is the way we do it, but that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And that's what I told her. I mean, honestly, it does, because I do it this way, does not mean it's going to work for you. Because it may
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But at least it's a
Everybody's got to
start.
find their own way.
Yeah.
What'd you say,
Yeah.
Brenda?
I said, but at least it's a start.
Yeah.
It is a start.
I
I
know
told
she
her, I
misses
said, we could-
everybody.
Yeah. Doing stuff like that to keep your mind off of things is always a
Mhm.
positive.
Yeah. And
Because
she
Yeah,
wants
she's got a metal wheelchair ramp now. And I made a comment on it when she posted it. I went, yep, I could see me. I'd fly down that, hit the end of it, and fly over into the bush. I said, I'll be like Superman. I said, it's not the flight that hurt you. It's the sudden stop
the
at the end.
landing. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Red,
Yeah.
you'd land out there and you'd hear Papa Rock looking down at you saying, where's the weed eater, Red?
Yeah.
God, I miss that old man.
Me too.
Oh man.
No driving
I
in
miss
I
that
tonight.
can
old
just
man.
hear him saying that.
Good luck.
Which one?
I always said I would never do this. But you brought up Papa Rock. This is for Papa
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said I would
Papa
never
Rock,
do it
we
again.
love you, buddy.
Yep.
We miss you.
You had to bring them up.
Billy, I wouldn't do
Oh.
that. Y'all just got y'all's truck back.
Yeah, don't give that kind of advice, Billy.
What happened? Are
Don't
we
know.
looping?
Yeah, you go skiing and you go sledding down the hill.
Oh yeah.
Papa,
By the way,
Papa,
Brooklyn has
let
not
us
come
know
down
you
yet.
heard us.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yep.
you saw that hill that the steps were that was down beside my parents' house.
Yeah.
I used to ride down that in my wheelchair.
You know, whenever we done that, you wouldn't believe the people that says, "Get Grandma a ramp." Y'all need to get her a ramp.
I know. It was calling me grandma.
Yeah, they thought she was our grandma when she done that. I ain't got no panties on.
Could have called you.
I know I look old, but dang.
Billy, a
They
lot
was
of people
saying,
don't realize neither if you end up going into a slide or fishtailing even, different automobiles steer different. 4-wheel drive,
Yep.
front-wheel drive,
Yep.
all of them, even just 2-wheel drive. They all you have to know what you're driving to be able to steer the proper way to get it out of the slide,
Yeah.
And
out
a
of the skid.
four-wheel drive will wreck you on snow quicker than a two-wheel drive will.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to ask y'all a question. Did y'all see us looping after we done that to Papa Rock?
Yeah, I saw something, yeah.
You
But
getting
I
ready to
wasn't
do it
for
again?
sure
We
whether I
hadn't
was
looked
seeing
all
it
night
or.
long.
Yeah, because it was like a
I
quick
told
flash.
And
Yeah,
I told
my
Glenn, I
daughter-
said that was Papa Rock telling us that he seen us do that because it ain't looped the whole entire time. Ain't blinked out or nothing. And as soon as we done that and said we'd love you and miss you, Papa Rock, it started looping.
Huh.
Still regret not sending him those tassels.
That's like yesterday.
I know. The purple tassels.
You know he would have worn 'em.
Yep.
I guarantee it.
4-wheel
Yeah.
drive didn't do my daughter any good when it came to a snowbank.
No.
No.
She was in a 4-wheel drive Jeep and she was stuck there for 2 hours.
Well, you ever get a 4-wheel drive sliding, it's harder to control because you got all 4 wheels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did y'all see
The
that?
only
There was
thing a
one where
4-wheel drive is
Indiana
really
man-
good for is the takeoff.
Yeah.
After that,
Yeah.
it-
It
it's
takes
not.
up faster, but it won't stop faster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you guys see? I don't think Red has seen it, but can I share something with y'all?
Sure.
Yeah.
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 You'll need to.
You want us to biggie fire?
No, I don't think I need to be making fun.
You're gonna have to. I can
Oh.
barely. I mean, y'all are tiny.
Yeah.
On this phone, it doesn't work.
Look who's right here.
Yep.
I
Mm-hmm.
can't see it real good.
It's
That's
Papa Rob.
Papa Rock with
Yeah.
his pretty background I always like.
Yeah.
April and Glenn is here, and Papa Rock is here, and Danny and Gray are here. But yeah,
I miss that
And
man.
PJ.
Yeah, with his Dragon Rock hat.
Yeah.
look, there's Josh.
Yep.
You got that right. There are way too many people out there that don't know how to drive on it. There's too many
Dimples.
people out there that don't know how to drive anyway.
Dimples.
They sure don't know how to drive on slick roads.
Exactly.
Exactly.
There's
I remember
DJ
I
Fraggle
remember
Rock.
getting that phone call.
Yep.
It was August the 20th. Shaky called me. And I had just finished with my birthday party when he told me Papa Rock had passed.
Do you remember what you said to us?
I knew that he was going to.
On your birthday.
Yep, I knew it.
Because Red had talked to us 2 days beforehand. And she said, I don't know what I'm going to do if he passes away on my birthday.
And he did.
And sure enough, yep. He said, I love you, Red, as he left.
Mhm.
I think he wanted to know that he was.
He said
always
he's gonna
with
make
you.
sure you remembered him every year.
Yeah,
you got a
he's
guardian
always
angel for your birthday.
Red. He's always
Oh.
with you. I think that's the reason why he chose that special day, because to let you know that he's with you forever, and that he loved you.
Mhm.
Yep. But you know, Red, Papa's not suffering no more. He's not having to go through all that breathing stuff.
No,
Yeah.
He's running
I mean,
free with
he's
all
not.
the
He's
kids
a
and the
lot better
animals,
off.
and
Yeah.
he's getting to be a Santa
Yep.
Claus up there now.
He's looking
Yep.
exactly. He gets to go give the real Santa Claus a break.
Oh.
Yeah. 3 years ago on this month, Steve died. A year ago, January the 2nd, my daddy died. And now we're having to put Cooper down all in 1 month.
Yep, yesterday was my daddy's birthday.
Aw.
And we was riding a tractor and I was singing happy birthday to him and we started spinning.
Come up through there every day on that tractor, never no problem. Yesterday it just had stopped in its tracks, spinning the back tire.
And I said, okay, Daddy, I'll shut up. We took off.
Well, it stopped sitting there spinning, and I pushed the lever down to lock the rear wheels together.
And it still started
It
sliding
took off
sideways.
and went about 10, 15 feet. Stopped again, and I pushed it in the second time, and it turned plumb sideways, coming up the road sideways. And she was telling me that, and I said, yeah, he used to love for me to go up there and cut circles out there in the road and stuff and all that. So he wanted to see me do it one more time.
The last two things that I said to my dad when I went in there in the room that he was at, everyone told me he's not gonna respond to you. He's not gonna respond. And I was already mad enough because they were telling me not to go in there and be crying and all this. I mean, they were basically telling me I couldn't cry.
No, I don't think that's right because that's your emotion.
Yeah.
And you loved your
Yep.
daddy, and you should be able to go in there and be yourself because your daddy knew. My daddy told me for 3 days, I'm not going to make it out of this hospital. I'm dying. And the nurse is telling me, no, he's not. He's not even the worst case we've got in here. Daddy kept saying, I'm telling you, I'm not going to make it out.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't.
Well, I went in there.
know.
Dad's room. I went in there to they had my dad, which was in my mom and dad's sunroom at that point. And I went and I had to swallow deep, and I had to control my emotions.
What is that?
And I went in there, and the first thing I said to him was, "Daddy, it's your youngest pain in the ass." His eyes went bling. That's
Didn't that make you
all
feel
I ever
good?
said to him. That was our thing. And he knew it was me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
he said a couple of words, and I told him I loved him. And my niece has said, "Are you gonna be staying the night?" I went, "We got animals at the house. We drove nearly 3 hours to get here. We have to take care of them." Well, because I tried. You can ask Brenda. I was devastated because I couldn't get in a truck, and then the car wouldn't start. And we finally got the car to start. We were starting to go up Route 8, or 58, not Route 8, but 58. And there was car buckets. They were working on the roads. We knew we wouldn't be able to get there in time, so we turned back around. And I was bawling because I knew I was going to miss my dad's funeral. We went down. None of us wanted to cook. So we went down to the Stewart family restaurant, got something, and then we went to start the car again. It wouldn't start. We had to get another jump just in order to get home. Well, I found out that my brother had showed up at the funeral and he had COVID.
Yeah.
See, your daddy knew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Daddy fixed it. It's just like whenever
And
Glenn's
everyone
mom-
who went got it.
Yep.
Yep. Everyone that went got it.
Yep. Yeah. No,
And
your daddy
now
didn't
Things
want you
happen
there
for a reason.
because he didn't want you to get it.
Exactly.
Nope.
Travis has seen him twice. One morning he came to me. It was him and Doug. Doug's never came to me. And that's Travis's father. And all I kept hearing was, tell that boy to keep his nose clean and stay away from those that won't. And they were adamant to the point I had to get up out of bed and write all this down. I went ahead and stayed up. Travis put my arm on my chair and went back to bed. And when he got up, I said, I got a message to give you. He goes, okay. And so I handed him the paper
sorry,
that I
Jan.
wrote that on. And he was reading it as he was walking away and he stopped. I went, what? He goes, Grandpa always told me to keep my nose clean.
Yep.
He was I didn't know that.
Jan, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But about
That's wild.
about 3 days later is when Matt left.
Yeah.
Well, that was probably what they was talking about then.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what they were talking about.
Yeah.
But Jan, you know, a lot of times whenever people tell you that they're ready to go, this, that, and the other, that means they're truly ready to go. And
Yeah.
Mm.
they,
My neighbor.
it
Dad.
just, I'm sorry. I just know that with a lot of the pain and stuff I'm in, I've done told Glenn and my mama, anything ever happens to me, I'll do a celebration of life because I'm a lot better off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I told Travis half jokingly, I said, when I die, I want to be cremated, but I want you to ask them if they can keep some of the bones. And he looked at me real weird. He goes, bones? I went, yeah, that way you can make a wind chime. So if I'm making too much noise, you can just holler out your window, Mom, shut up.
Or say, there's Mama farting in the wind.
Yeah.
He goes, Mom, would you please get serious? And I went, well, in a way I am. He's like, oh.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Jan. And you know, a lot of times when people start seeing people
Yeah.
like that have
Yeah.
already gone, it's not long.
Mm-hmm. It's not.
My
and-
dad-
and
Mm-mm.
usually, I had to explain to a lady here a couple of years ago. She called me. Her husband had been really bad sick for years, and surprised he lived as long as he did. But she had to take him to the emergency room because he was in so much pain. And come to find out, he had cancer in his liver, and they told him he only had about 3 days to live.
Oh
And he
wow.
probably wouldn't make it through the weekend. And she called me, and I was like, okay, I'm on my way. And she was like, no, you don't have to come down here. And I was like, no, I'm packing my bag as we're talking. I said, I'll be on the road here in just a few minutes. And I went down there. He ended up living for 10 days. It took 10 days before he
Victoria!
died.
Victoria,
But
howdy,
he
Well,
buddy.
was, after the
Daddy
point
saw
where he
his
was
brother
pretty much
walk through the
unconscious.
house.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, after the point where he was pretty much unconscious, he was like motioning and mumbling, trying to talk under his breath and stuff. And she's like, what is going on? I said, for starters, he is communicating with the other side.
Exactly.
Probably his parents and people he
Yep.
knows that's gone on before him. And they're giving him directions on how to cross over.
Yep.
What gets me is, like I said, my dad saw his brother walk through the house. But when he was laying there, all he kept saying is, don't you see the birds? He was seeing birds fly over top of him.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard anyone say that before.
Yeah.
But that's what he was saying was
Hi,
the birds.
Deidre.
He kept talking about the birds. Now, my dad would feed the birds. He had 2 bird feeders. And he loved watching them feed. He loved feeding them. My dad was a big animal activist. Well, maybe not activist, but lover. But
Yeah.
that's what he talked about
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
the birds.
It's like that song, they send your best angels.
Yeah.
God really does send the angels that you know that's best
Yeah.
in your
Right.
life.
You know, before my mom passed, she kept talking about wanting to go sit at the stream and hold her feet in the water.
Yeah.
Wow.
My
Then,
neighbor.
before her sister died, her sister started talking about her and my mama sitting in the stream with her feet in the water.
Well, Travis was over
Yeah.
at Brian's. And this is, my daddy's came and seen Travis at least 2 times that I know of. And Brian and him was fooling around with Brian's horse trailer. And they went to shut the back of it, and Travis hollered, "What the?" And Brian, it startled Brian. He goes, "What?" He goes, "I closed this side, and my grandpa was standing right there."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Brian
seen my
goes,
daddy. I've seen my daddy out back twice, and I've never seen nothing like that. Nothing. And I'm
well,
telling
Brian,
you, my daddy
Brian,
had a hand in all of this that's been going on, and I think that's the reason I seen him.
what?
Yeah.
Brian looked at him. He goes, "Well, that's a good thing, ain't it, Travis?" He goes, "Well, yeah, it's a good thing, but it was not something I'd expect." And it happened 2 times.
Yeah. 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 Used to every time my kids got a different automobile, you'd go out there one morning and you'd see Paul's dad out there inspecting it, checking it out for him.
I remember being there at Glenn and April's, and Travis was just standing there staring at something. And I went, "What are you looking at?" He goes, "The guy up there at the barn." He described April's dad. He had never met him.
I've been there. That's cold.
Well, I'm telling you, I've seen Daddy. There was one day I thought I come by and I seen flannel shirt. We was throwing bread. And then Glenn come out of the back door and I turned and looked back because I thought it was Glenn because I was walking by and didn't pay no attention. All I seen was the flannel shirt. And then I seen Glenn come out of the house. I looked back and they was gone. And I thought that was Daddy. Then I was looking out here one day for Glenn and he was down at the milk room and Daddy walked across right here behind that red maple. He walked across the Pigpen Road and then just vanished. Because I started to talk to him because I thought it was Glenn.
Yeah.
Well, Travis told you he saw him standing there.
Celsius.
Yeah, he told me, he said, "I don't feel like it's nobody mean." I said, "No, it's Daddy."
Yeah.
Well, you were there for a long time. Every time I'd be down there on that little John Deere doing stuff, I'd tell you, that somebody was watching me. And since all this other's happened, it ain't happened.
Well, I'm telling you, Daddy had a big hand in fixing the badness that's went on. And I know that because he would wake me up. And I finally said, "Daddy, I don't know what you're trying to tell me. I know you want me to know something." Because, I got to where I absolutely couldn't sleep. And every time I'd wake up, that was the first thing on my mind.
Wow.
Victor, what in the world are you talking about?
They're wanting them to conserve the electric to help keep it from going out because if too many people uses too much electric, it'll go out.
That's what we got here one night last week.
Oh, hey.
For us to conserve.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to say something to go along with you guys were a couple days before my dad ended up in the hospital. That day, it was during the summer, and that day we had to get our van inspected. And we got the kids, went out, left in the van. And Tana goes, "Did you see what I saw?" And I said, "I don't know. What did you see?" He goes, I saw an older man in a red flannel shirt and blue jeans and black shoes. I said, yeah, that was my grandfather. He goes, what? I said, that was my grandfather. I saw it too. And he thought my dad got up the steps, and after my dad got up the steps and turned to go down the hallway on the second floor, my grandfather went up behind him. And then it was 3 weeks later when my dad passed away. And when Tony was sick, right before his first surgery, we're sitting there waiting for them to come take him back because I was allowed to be in that area with him. And he starts crying, and I was like, what's wrong? And he goes, I just saw your mom floating over me. I was like, what? And he goes, yeah, I just saw your mom. And about a week and a half before he passed away, he goes, I saw your mom again. And I said, yeah, she's probably going to take you home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They do. I'm telling my grandma when she broke her hip, she was in the hospital and she had been in so much pain. And she was there in the bed. She was rocking and she was crying and you couldn't understand what she was saying. And I said, my aunt was standing there and I said, is she in pain, Red? And which I didn't think she was, but I wanted to see if anybody would tell me what I thought. And she said, no, she's seeing where she's getting ready to go. She's seeing what's on the other side, and she is nothing but happy right now. She had tears streaming down her face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
She saw it. Oh, you know, one of the kids down here, I call him my grandkid, Aaron. He will no longer stay the night here.
What did you do to him?
I didn't do nothing.
I had to ask.
Yeah, hey, Brenda.
You're good.
The way Red said that, you had a hand.
Brenda will tell you this. Brenda, pow, 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 pow on my front door. Remember that night?
Uh-huh.
Well, I was in the bathroom. Travis was helping me over to the toilet. And I heard pow, pow, pow on the wall here in the living room. And Aaron goes, F no, I ain't dealing with this. I went, what in the world? And then we heard pow, pow, pow on the front door. And I heard that young boy go, Travis! I mean, he was panicking.
Yeah.
And Travis came out. He goes, what? He goes, something knocked on your wall and then something knocked on the door.
Now, what
I don't know what it is. Travis went out there and looked. He goes, Aaron, there ain't nothing out here. He said, it's just our knocker. Because it will do that sometimes. You know, it'll pound on the door, pound on the wall for no reason. Ever since that night, that boy will not ask to stay another night in this house.
Yeah. I had one that did that one night to me every time I'd start to doze off to sleep, they'd start pounding on the wall behind the bed. Finally, I got tired of it and I told him, I said, I called him Cochise because I knew it was a Native American that was doing it. I said, get out of my house and don't come back. But it was like every time I'd start doze off to sleep, bam, bam, bam on the wall. I was like, gonna drive me nuts.
Yeah, that's one kid.
Victor, you better have you some kind of backup heat stuff for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got me one of them little gas propane blue flame heaters.
That thing
I
will
got
run
one.
us out.
Yeah, that thing will run us out of this house.
A big buddy heater will do that too.
Yeah.
This is bigger than a big
Actually, I
buddy.
got one of them too.
I gotta get me another one. Hopefully I can get it before surgery.
Well, I know with Glenn's shoulder, we wasn't able to get no wood cut for the fireplace.
I told her, I said, we need
No, wait a minute. We were going to come up there and cut you some wood, but never did work out.
We never could get it together, could we, Red?
No.
Always something.
And we were going, I mean, I had two young boys. And when I told them, I said it didn't work out. I can't remember exactly why it didn't work out. But
Something always come up.
they were
We had
like,
to do something, or y'all had to do something. I mean, it's always
yeah, I
something.
think,
A couple, 3
yeah,
different
well, y'all
times.
had to do something. I think y'all were supposed to be somewhere or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
And they were
So,
like, well, daggone it, we were hoping to go down there and
but
help
even if
them.
we had the wood up and everything, it was still really be hard to use.
Yeah, it would have still been
Well,
green.
wish you because we
Yeah.
miss y'all. We want to
Well,
see y'all.
trying to build a fire one-handed ain't easy to do.
We
No.
had the
No.
wood stove packed up for 3 days. Thank goodness we
I
have it.
bet.
Yeah, that's what we've always thought with the fireplace, but with
Uh-huh.
I hate running a regular chainsaw. My back absolutely could not handle it. Now the electric one, if I had it, I could cut wood, but I can't. That other one just kills my back. So
Well, cutting it ain't too bad. I could get by with cutting it with my arm because I hold the weight with my left hand anyway. But busting wood and then carrying it in, putting it in the
well, I could
fireplace,
carry it and do all that, but
it's just too much. Oh, that's the reason that blue flame heater comes in handy.
I got all 3 stoves going.
yeah, you the
That's
one that
why
don't
she
ever
does-
sleep on your time.
Exactly.
Bless
What
your
do you
heart.
do? Catnap, Brenda?
Do what?
Do you catnap during the night?
No,
No?
no.
No.
I
I
think
usually
it does
get.
that during the day.
Sometimes I'll get maybe an hour or 2 nap in when Paul gets home from work. It just depends if I need to go to town or something or not. Because if I have to go to town, I won't leave the house with the wood stoves going. And I can't
Okay.
just let them go out because then the lines would freeze. So I have to wait till
Yeah.
he's home to go to town even.
Yeah.
So
I
Yeah.
don't see how in the world, Brenda, you do that. I don't.
I don't either,
don't
and I
either.
fussed at him for not sleeping. So
So have I. She ain't
It's
I've
done
not
it.
good
always
for you.
Now,
I've
when
always been that
we
way.
was having to use just the fireplace in there, I'd be bad to sleep in the recliner. I'd kick back in the recliner. That way, when I woke up and it started to feel a little cool, I'd get up and throw another log on the fire.
You're
I've had
right.
me an alarm set for every so long to then wake up, check on them. Okay, they're good. Go back to sleep.
Well,
That'd be me.
our gas fireplace quit working on us.
Oh,
Jan,
no.
stay warm.
It was going to be like 22, 23 degrees that night.
Sorry, guys, I gotta go. It's
All
already
right.
on.
Have a good night.
So,
Night,
love you all.
Des.
Good to
Night,
see you
night,
to get you
Des.
back together.
Des, I am sorry that I didn't see your email the other day when you sent me that. And I'm used to y'all pinning the link, so I didn't think nothing about it. And it was a day or 2 later when I seen the email, and I'm like, wow,
That's all right. If bye Jan, love you, girl. Friday night's my live, so
All
keep an eye out. I'll probably send you because I only want to do invite for my regular and pop-ups open to everybody. So
All righty.
all right, guys.
All righty.
Bye,
Thanks,
Des. Thank
Des.
Have a
you.
good
See ya.
night.
Good night. Bye, Terry.
Bye.
Good
Bye,
night.
Des.
But yeah, it quit working. It was like going to be 22, 23 degrees that night. And I told Travis, I said, I can't stay in this house with it going to be that cold. So he went out and bought a heater. And I already had one that's a ceramic
Jan,
heater
it was
here.
great seeing you. We love you. Night, night, sweet dreams, and God bless you.
Yes, thank you,
And
girl.
so I plugged in the other one. Well, he already had the heater in his room. The
Night,
ceramic
Jan.
heater apparently takes a lot of voltage. And this other heater, well, I'm sitting here on the internet and all the lights went out. And I was home alone.
Oh no.
So I
Uh-oh.
had to call Travis. I went, we lost electricity. He goes, what? I went, we lost electricity. He goes, crap. I'm on my way because he was down the road. He comes up here. They go looking around. We popped the breaker.
Oh, well, that's
Right.
good.
But that night, he brought that same heater into my room that he had just bought. Had my electric blanket on, had the heater going, and I woke up and I couldn't breathe. It was that hot in my room.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, I'm going to suffocate. I'm going to sit here and die of heat stroke in the middle of winter.
Oh Lord, that'd be bad. Leave it
There
for you.
have been nights lately because my daughter has a heater in her room. And then from my son's room in the living room, we have this one here. And I turn it off for a few hours during the day. But as the sun's starting to go down, I turn it back on. I can turn the fan on in my son's room. And it blows the heat from in there throughout the house. And it warms the house.
Yeah.
And there's
Good night,
nights
Shannon.
there's nights I have slept in tank top and shorts because I am so hot. But if I turn that heater off, it's gonna get
Oh
so
Lord, not
freaking
me. I
cold in
freeze all
here.
the time. I will have it 82, 83 degrees in here with the wood stoves going, and I'm freezing.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
under.
girl.
I'm
bet,
under
yeah, I
a
know.
doubled up throw. I'm like,
I'm gonna go stay with Brenda
Yeah,
for a
you
day or
need
two
to
so I
stay
can
with
warm up.
Brenda.
I'll lose about 20 more pounds with Brenda. Lord.
I freeze. I kid you
Hey,
not,
I
I
can get it
freeze.
up to about 70 in here, and she's a hollering, I'm gonna have to take all my clothes off, or you're gonna have to turn the heat off.
My hands, my fingers shrivel up because they're cold. I lose the circulation in them.
Mm.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. His hand stays cold all the time. All the time.
Mine do. Mine do.
My daughter's gets like that. It's crazy. She'll be sitting there and she's, Mom, my hands are freezing. It's like, are you holding your phone and playing games on your phone? Yeah.
I don't have
It's
to, though.
called
I do
lack
that.
of
I
circulation.
to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is from rain
But-
on.
Yours
But-
is from what?
You know, Travis. Okay, Caleb. Caleb now works for me. He's one of the kids down there. Love that kid. He's a good kid. He's a really good kid. I guess he's 25, so I guess he's really not a kid. But
He's a
he was
kid.
talking to Travis. He goes, "Do you play cards?" And Travis was like, "No." He said, "What about Red? Does she play cards?" He goes, "Yeah, just don't ever play her blackjack." He goes, "Well, why?" Travis went and told him that I read the cards.
Oh, Lord.
You gotta.
I mean, why did you do that? He goes, "'Cause you do." I mean, you don't have to tell people. Now Caleb won't play Blackjack 21 with me. He refuses. He goes, "Oh no." Because his mom was up here and we were all talking about cards. I said, "Yeah, my favorite game is Blackjack 21. Caleb from the kitchen goes, "That's because you cheat."
Can't have no secrets, can you?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
His
man.
mom started laughing. I went, "I don't cheat." And he goes, "You're a liar. You count the cards." I went, "Hush."
I used to do that. I did that playing bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yep.
What kind of game is that?
It's a card game.
Oh, hey.
I've never heard of it.
It depends on
Okay,
how many people
elaborate.
you have, but you can have like 2 to 4 decks of cards and you pass them all out and everybody has to put a card down, but the card has to match, or it's supposed to match the last card that's on top. And if you don't have it, you got to bullshit your way through it and act like you do. And people can call you on it. And if you don't have it, you end up with that whole pile of cards. But if you did lay the right card down, the person that called you out has to take the whole deck.
Oh, wow.
But I used to count them out to where I knew exactly what number I needed at the end of my hand.
Yeah, I looked at Caleb and said, "Okay, so tell me, do you play the original blackjack? Do you play double sevens? Or do you play, or not, it's blazing sevens. I've always called it double, I don't know why, but it's blazing sevens, or do you play flush?" Travis looked at me. He goes, I have no idea what she just said. Caleb looked at me. He goes, well, I generally play flush. I went, okay, so you've never played Blazing Saddles. Blazing Sevens.
That's a good movie.
No
That
doubt.
was a good movie. He goes, no, I never played Blazing Sevens. And Travis sitting there going, I love going to the casinos. I'd go in with $20 in my pocket, $5 tables. One day I left with over $200.
We used to have a game that was called Las Vegas Junkie.
Never heard of that.
And it just depends on what place you landed on the board as to what game you had to play. But I always ended up winning it. I win it at 100 to 1 odds on craps, and I win it every time.
I can't play craps with a crap.
Yeah, I could never understand that.
I couldn't either.
I never
Now,
tried it. I
poker,
don't know.
poker, I could bluff my way to it if I needed to. But craps, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Never
in
played
English
poker.
class, oh God, Michael Cole and I would sit there play poker, and we were supposed to be doing our work, but no, we was too busy playing poker in the middle of school.
Now, my stepdad's parents, they love playing spades.
I can play
And
spades. I can
he
play
had-
hearts.
They had this big cookie tin. It was at least a foot across and about 4 inches deep. And it was full of pennies.
Hmm.
And they'd pass it around, and everyone had to grab a couple handfuls until it was empty. And that's how they did it. And they tried teaching me, and it just wouldn't click. So I said, you know what, you guys, I'm gonna go do my thing. You guys have
No.
your fun.
Yeah, my Friday nights were spent growing up playing rummy and listening to the Grand Ole Opry on the radio.
Oh, I can play me some rummy. I love rummy.
I always hated it. When
I can
Mama
play
played,
rummy.
you lost right from the beginning.
Especially if you
I
don't
can
do-
play rummy, but my sister cheats.
I don't. It's no fun when you cheat.
I ain't never.
No,
under-
she cheats. I caught her cheating because she was looking at my cards through my glasses.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
We used to do that to my brother because he was a sore loser. So we made sure he lost every time.
Yeah, so I
Yeah, which
refuse
one?
to play. I refuse to play rummy with her anymore because she cheats. She'd also cheat on spades. Oh no, it wasn't spades. It was something else she cheated on.
He's killing me. I'm gonna go in there.
But I love blackjack, and I love rummy, and I love poker, and I love Uno.
I think we lost our
Because
host.
Uno's fun.
Nope, there's one back.
If you
No, there's there.
if you work together as a team, you can slam everybody else, make them pick up more cards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did that to our friend Rhapsody, Travis, and I.
Oh my gosh, Victor. He said the weather hasn't been that cold in a whole generation.
Ours was about, what was it, 3 years ago? We were down around 35 below.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's been a couple of years
Last
since
year
it
was
got that bad.
an easy winter. And this year is not looking too easy.
Last year we had that one cold spell that went across the whole United States, and
Yep.
then
Early.
early
Yeah,
on,
it was early, and
it
then
was
that
rainy
was
the
that
whole
was it for the
freaking
winter.
winter. It rained
Yeah.
every weekend during the winter here. Every freaking weekend.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like clockwork. It couldn't fail.
So we had a pretty dry winter last year, and then the summer was super dry. I mean, we're still
Yeah, I know.
we're still in under drought conditions.
It rained here for like a month. I was so tired of it. It was sickening.
3
Well,
years in a row, it rained so much I couldn't plant a garden. So I put 3.5-foot raised beds in. It quit raining.
You got the
There you
water
go.
on
It's your
top.
fault.
Well, when Finn come through the other day, we had a river out in our pasture. It rained
We
here.
had a creek in our backyard, and we're on top of a mountain.
Yep.
Yeah, but our creek come
no.
out the banks and went across the pasture.
Oh,
And the creek's
Yeah.
probably waist high from the creek up to the top. You
Oh,
can
wow.
stand in it, and it's at least waist high, if not more in places. And it's all the way across half of the pasture. It looked like a river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well, here. Go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
Well, here the other day, it rained really bad. When we get like the heavy downpours, I lose my yard because it becomes nothing but water. And then because our house is on kind of a slope, it goes down into the ditches. Well, the storm the week before, like 4 days before, it rained so bad. I couldn't see the house across the street. That's how heavy it was raining.
Yeah.
It's that storm that come up that they were saying like we're gonna get 3 to 5 inches of rain.
yeah.
That was
That
fun.
one.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
one.
Y'all
Uh,
almost,
the
y'all
house-
almost had a show of your own, or just a few seconds ago. I went to light my cigarette and almost caught my hair on fire.
You're not supposed to do that.
No.
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 We
Now
don't
the
want
house
that
we
to
used to
go.
live in before we moved here, we lived like 3/4 of the way up a really steep hill. And it rained so bad one night. Well, for starters, when we first bought the house, and I went to put insurance on it and stuff. I told them I wanted flood insurance, and they were like, "You can't have flood insurance." And I said, "Why?" "Well, you're not in a flood zone. You're up on a hillside." I said, "Well, then it's just that much more money for you." But they wouldn't do it because I didn't live in a flood zone. That spring, it rained so much it came within an inch of coming in my front door. It was like a river hitting my house and going around.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Well, I know a boy one time lived in the area and he tried to get flood insurance and they wouldn't give it to him. And he was just like 20 feet from a creek. And
Yeah.
they said, no, said you too big of a, or you got too much of a chance of being flooded. So we ain't going to say, flood insurance.
Huh.
And
That's bullshit.
They wouldn't sell it to
Neighbor-
me because we weren't in a flood zone.
yeah, but a neighbor across the area there that lived up on the hill, they couldn't get their regular insurance unless they took out flood insurance. And they told them, said, they ain't no way. Said, if water gets that high, so there's going to be a lot of people's houses plumb underwater before that gets to me.
Yeah.
I said, I don't care. Said, you got to have flood insurance. So they was trying to make people that didn't need it get it, and the people that needed it couldn't get it.
Yeah.
That is backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they make their money,
Yep.
Tell them what they don't
Well,
need.
The problem with ours was further up the hill, there was a big car lot, a Nissan car lot. And they had routed the ditches down that hill where it was coming straight down at our house. And then they expected it to make a 90-degree turn.
Mm,
Well, it wouldn't do that. Instead, it was hitting the side of the road and shooting 3 foot in the air at my house.
too light.
Oh yeah.
But the next city hall meeting they had, because I called a friend that came in and helped us, because Paul was working nights then, and it was during the night. And me and the kids were out there trying to round up scraps of plywood and anything else we could barricade around the house. And they came in and helped us, and she brought her video camera with her and videoed it. So at the next city council meeting, I took that video with me. I said, this will be fixed. Or this video right here goes to the newsrooms.
Yep.
They were there the next morning.
I don't
to
blame
fix
you.
that ditch.
Sometimes you
Yeah.
got to do that. You
Yeah.
got to strong
Yeah.
arm.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Glenn threatened to take somebody to the insurance commissioners. And
Yeah, the company I was
They-
working for, my truck caught on fire. and about burned up, but I saved it. But I mean, it done some damage to the wiring and stuff. But
Yeah.
and they just politely told me, said no, said we don't have fire insurance. Well, I was talking to my regular insurance people, and they said no, said it's got to have it. Said that's federal law.
Mm-hmm.
Said tell them if they don't want to work with you, that you'll take it to the insurance commissioner. And I thought, well, it's worth a try, you know. I called him back and told him what he'd said. And it wasn't about 30 minutes later, they called me back and told me to take my truck to the shop.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, y'all was showing pictures. I
I
got two things I want to show y'all.
Okay.
Let's see here. I don't know how old he was in this.
That's a cute
Oh,
picture.
look how cute.
Uh-huh.
He looks like one of them Norman Rockwell paintings.
He
No.
was actually modeling at this point.
Why
Because of this
cute?
photo, he started modeling. Now, this is an old photo. This is my daddy's grandpa and grandma. Everyone says I look like her. Travis said it too.
Back it up some.
Back it.
Back it up a little bit. You're okay.
Are you?
You do kind of look like her.
Yeah, you look like her.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was my grandma Roy. I love that woman. She was so awesome. I used to
And
love
sounds
to
like
go
my
to her.
grandma.
You want an eerie story? My mother was named
Sure.
after her great-great-grandmother. And she was a full-blooded Cherokee. And remember those old pictures that were rounded, but the glass on them was beveled, and the picture beveled with the glass. She had a picture of her. My grandpa gave it to her because, well, she was named after her, and she was the oldest daughter in her family anyway. And all of her brothers and sisters always fought over that picture. They wanted that picture. And my mom always, and that picture was haunted anyway. You could dust that picture right before you go to bed, and when you get up the next morning, it would have cobwebs over it, dusty cobwebs.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But when the day of my mom's funeral, when we went back to the house after the funeral, that picture frame, my mom always told him she'd take that picture with her to her grave. And when we come back from the funeral, the picture frame was sitting in the floor, and the picture was gone. It has never been seen since.
That's just
Really?
What?
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
gosh.
That's just creepy.
That is. And your mama didn't sneak in the house and get it or nothing?
My mama was dead. It was the day of my mama's funeral. It
Oh,
disappeared.
I'm sorry. I thought you said
Yeah. No.
that's just
That's
that's
creepy.
even creepier.
No, it's the day of my mama's funeral. After we went back to the house after the funeral, the frame was sitting in the floor and the picture was gone. And it's never been seen since.
My mom and dad's
That's
house
crazy.
from a long time ago. I don't know if you can see it real good.
Let us be
It got a
Yeah.
little bit of a glare on it, but yeah, we can see it.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
see that hill? Well, the pool's
Mhm.
there now, but that's when it was at one point. I used to ride my wheelchair down that thing too. My dad was a freak. Yeah,
I bet he
blow
would.
yourself. He'd freak.
It's like when Darren gets over here and we get another place, the one thing I'm hoping that I don't have to deal with at another place is people that aren't on Earth anymore around,
Uh-huh.
because this house, every now and then, and I still see him, there's no man sitting in a chair reading paper. You know how, like, I want to say in like the 50s, 60s, they had them real dark black frames.
Yeah. It's
That's what
almost
he
like
wears.
military frames.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
he wears.
Yeah.
There's a lady that comes in here, and when my neighbor across the street was alive, she told me that there was a lady that died of a drug overdose here. I was like, I just want to be somewhere where there's no spirits around. Nothing, please.
Well, my
Yeah.
sister, my sister bought either a great cousin or something. Anyway, somebody in the family. He was an alcoholic. So when they bought this house, it was every color underneath the rainbow, including black. He was, like I said, he's an alcoholic. Well, she has seen him in her house several occasions. She's been walking up her stairs to go to her bedroom. I got hiccups. Go to her bedroom and got pinched on the butt.
Yep.
A friend of her daughter's.
Noticing the bridge.
Yep. Tell
Well, it's
Darren
West Virginia. I
he's
guess they're
not
keeping
doing
it in the family. I don't know.
Yep.
But her daughter had a friend over one day, and the friend was sitting in like a beanbag type of thing, and the thing lifted and threw her friend out into the floor.
Yeah.
And she turned around and looked at Leanne, and Leanne's like, "That's normal here."
Uh-huh.
You know, Mike, I think it was Mike, was walking by her. She has like a small bookshelf. I'm pretty sure it was Mike. And he was walking by it, and all these books started slinging at him.
Yeah.
Freaked him out.
Yeah.
You know, at Mom and Dad's house. I mean, we were used to stuff like that. I know
Yeah.
Mom going down, she's walking down the hallway, and we already knew that we had two different types of spirits at that time. And she was walking down the hallway, and she looked over into the bathroom, and there was this short little woman fooling in with her towels. And my mom stopped and went, "You know, I don't mind you staying, but I do appreciate you helping me with the housework." Actually, that spirit left.
What was the last part? You
I
was,
think it was
tell her.
It started
It was a
looping
late-
on our end.
Yeah, we can't hear the last part about the towels.
Oh, like that, the lady was fooling around with the towels. My mom looked over at her. Like I said, to us, it's normal. And she goes, "Look, I don't mind you staying here, but can you help me with the housework?" That spirit left.
I don't blame her. I went too. I'd have said I'd done enough housework.
Yeah.
I ain't washing
Joanna.
the dishes. I ain't cleaning the toilets.
Oh, Joanna called down one time. It's right after my grandma died, my mom's mom. And she's like, "Kathleen, didn't your mama pass away?"
Uh-oh.
We just
Well,
lost
we
Red
lost
Lynn.
Red.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off of here too. I'm gotta go feed some stoves. Paul done went to bed, and I'm sitting here
No,
looking
but
at
I
a stove
can.
full of coals, and it needs some wood in it. So I know the other two do too.
Yeah, Glenn's hurting pretty bad.
Yeah, that shoulder. I've got to go in there and
Kind
try
of
and make
figured he was a while ago. He's probably sat there too long.
Yeah, well, I ain't done my exercises yet this evening.
Well, see, on Christmas night, we went to get some eggs.
Night before Christmas.
Yeah. And he picked the box of eggs up because we was doing 3 dozen for dinner.
Yeah.
And when he picked them up, the bottom fell open. And I was like, "Oh my God, the eggs." And Glenn done like this and hurried up and got them in. And he was afraid to see they took that tendon loose, scraped it, and then reattached it.
Instead of attaching it back to the cartridge, they brought it up and attached it to the bone.
Yeah.
So
And
So he
it's
was
sore
afraid.
all across up there. I think I tore it loose some, but not completely. So
Red said, "Well,
Yeah, you
poo."
probably did.
You
Hey,
can't say
April.
that, Red. You ain't weenie.
April, I got a quick question for you before you guys jump off of here. How's your
Okay.
cooking channel doing?
It's doing good.
She ain't done nothing on it in a while, but it's still going and going and going.
I'm at 12.8.
That's good.
Awesome.
When's the last time you did a video for it?
About a year ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know
With
that
all
feeling.
the stuff going on with Daddy and his
Well, just a lot of stuff went
Yep.
on, and she just ain't
well,
done
my
it.
back and stuff is horrible. I've got 5 bulging discs, and
Ouch.
that's just in my neck and the bottom part. They ain't even done the middle part yet.
And she's
Oh,
getting
wow.
ready to have to go to a bunch of other doctors. So I'm trying to talk Ren. That's just us going ahead and getting rid of the animals
I
and
got-
taking that off our plate for a while, because we get better
Yeah.
before we can always get some back.
Yeah.
But I got diagnosed with the muscle disease on top of the fibromyalgia and my feet. It's just been, the stress is not helping my health issues any. And now
I
the
can
stress
understand
is
that.
gone. So I'm hoping I can get back in there.
You don't need that yet, do you?
I have barely been able to walk.
Oh no.
I hope you get feeling better, Brenda. I gotta jump off here because I'm gonna be going to bed soon.
Yeah, I've
It's
got to
good
get off
seeing
here.
y'all
and
tonight.
It's good seeing
Yeah, I
you
know. I
too.
got
Did
to
you
be
tell
in
Darren
therapy
we
at
said we
11 in the
missed
feed
morning.
some stoves before they go out.
I will. Okay. You all take care. Have a good night. Stay
Alright.
safe and warm. Love yous.
You too.
Love you
Love
too.
you too, Terry. Sorry, call her Darren.
Not yet. A little later you can call her Miss Darren, but
Yeah.
not yet.
Call them
She's not wish
Terrian.
it could already, but
Terrian.
Yeah.
That way it covers both of them.
There you go, Darian. That's actually about what I said.
All right. Well, you all have a good night, and
you too.
oh
Thank
Lordy,
you for
try to
coming in
stay
here and
warm.
getting up here.
Yeah, you try to stay warm, girl. I just
Yeah.
hate you don't ever get no sleep. It's just I couldn't imagine at my age not getting to get no sleep.
Well, now I
I'm
tell you, if
used
I
to
were
it.
you, I would get me a couple of them blue flame heaters.
They're not that bad, and at least get you one good night of sleep
Yeah.
out of a winter because
Well,
Our
there's-
house-
This house is old. It was built in 1900.
yeah.
And it's the reason we have 3 wood stoves, because I have to have one in the kitchen, I have to have one in the living room, and I have to have one in the library. Now the one in the library, the flue goes up by the staircase and through the center of the house, so it kind of radiates heat out, but it doesn't get like into the living room or the kitchen, because these rooms are all individual rooms. It's not an open house plan.
Mhm.
So I
Well,
have to
I
have
know-
wood stoves going in almost every room.
Well, I know this one, it's not open either. Like the mudroom on the
Well-
back, and in our bedrooms, they're kind of 2 of the bedrooms are almost like straight across from where the heater is, but the other ones, especially the mudroom, it's like that way.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, that little blue flame heater, it heats
It's
the
where it's just-
whole house. and
It's
it
where
gets
it's a
hot.
constant heat. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a wood heater. It's got that good constant heat feeling.
Yeah.
As long as your gas tank don't run out, you ain't got to worry about it going out.
This is true.
Yeah, you don't have to jump up every 2 or 3 hours and throw more wood in. You know, that way you get a good night's sleep from time to time.
I average about once an hour throwing wood in the stoves.
Yeah.
Of course,
That's
the
why I
wood cook
said,
stove,
yeah.
wood cook stoves have a small box on them, which is
Yeah.
what's in the kitchen, so they don't last long.
No.
Yeah.
This one is, well, oh, if I can get my wires out of the way. And my shoes. Lord have mercy.
Now,
Oh,
see,
that's pretty.
That's kind of what I keep talking about wanting to put in front of the fireplace. If I could find one where the pipe went straight out the back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd put one
This
of them
one
in
goes
front
out
of
the
our
top.
fireplace. Yeah.
And this one does pretty good. It will last probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Now, the one in the library, it's an old cast iron stove. And that thing will hold probably 5 good size logs. So it
Yeah.
will last a couple hours or so. But these other two don't last that long, and the kitchen really doesn't last long.
How much wood do you burn a winter?
A lot.
Just I bet
Mhm.
so with 3. That's the reason I was asking. I figured.
Yeah. We probably burn at
several
least
cords.
we probably burn at least 20, 25 ranks.
Is that like cords?
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes 2 ranks to make a cord.
It
Okay.
takes 2
2
ranks.
ranks to make a cord.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot of wood.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's about like when we had that big water stove heating 2 houses.
Yeah.
I was out there all during the night throwing wood in the heater.
Yeah. Yeah, where we used to live at, we had an outside wood furnace. And that thing would last, a good 6 to 8 hours.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I started to say some of the newer heaters.
Yeah.
Some of the newer heaters, like the one you're showing there in the room you're in,
Uh-huh.
some of them supposed to last like 6 to 8 hours on them fill up.
This one
Yeah.
don't.
Hey.
This one doesn't.
My angel. I know he's been trying to talk me into getting one of those pellet stoves, right?
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting
No.
pellet stoves. Used to
For
have.
starters, you have to be able to lift those bags of pellets, and they're heavy.
Well, I pick up 50-pound bags of feed all the time and dump them into the bins down here one-handedly anyway. So,
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
And we can use-
those
and I
are
got
heavy,
scoops
and
for
those
you.
pellets are not cheap.
Well, around here you can get a bag for like $6-7.
Oh, really?
Yeah. From what I've been
Dang.
told and everything. Now, I ain't went and bought none, but that's what I've heard.
Yeah, I'd be
That they was
checking the
running
price
like
to
6,
find out
7.
for sure, because
Yeah.
I know they've really went up in price in the last couple of years.
I think when I've got that blue flame I was telling you, wasn't it 6 something at Tractor Supply?
I was
think?
thinking it was either 6 or 8, doesn't it?
No, I think it was 6 something
Yeah.
at Tractor Supply when I bought
And
that
that was
blue
a
flame.
that was a 50-pound bag, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was 40 or 50.
And I know it was a big one.
Yeah, it was a pretty good sized bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought about getting one again, more as backup heat, not for primary heat. See, my
Yeah.
heat pump went out last year,
Uh-oh.
and I finished making it through the winter with the fireplace.
Yeah.
Well, it started out, it wasn't heating good. Well, then during the summer, it finally went completely on out, and I put in window units and made it through the summer.
Yeah.
Well, right before I went and had my shoulder surgery, then I ordered a new heat pump on the mini splits.
Yeah.
Well, it come in, and then she said, "No, you ain't putting that in." Said you get another scratch on your arm, they gonna put your surgery off again.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's still sitting in the box in there. So,
Oh no. Uh-oh.
so
Yeah.
then when right after I had the surgery and they was calling for that cold weather to come in, I told her, I said, "Well, we got to have some kind of heat." I said, "I ain't got enough wood cut and everything to try to even think about building a fire in the fireplace and keeping
Yeah.
it warm." I said, "So I'm going to go up there," and I went up there and bought that blue flamed and a couple of the 20-pound tanks, and
Yeah.
that's what we've been heating on this winter.
Was you in here the other night when I told them what I done at Tractor Supply trying to pick up that other man?
Oh,
I didn't have my glasses, and,
Yeah, we
and I'm
went-
blind.
We went up there, and it was right after I bought the blue flame heater, because when I bought it, I just bought one tank.
And we'd never done this before, so I didn't know where we was going, okay?
So we went in there, and I told her, I
Yeah.
said, "I'm going to get another tank, and I need to get a couple of bags of cow feed." So we got a couple of bags of cow feed and went up there and got the tank. And I told her, I said, "I'm going to go over here to this corner to get the propane. When you come around," I said, "just drive around to that corner." Well, I come back out from the propane and seen her sitting up there closer to the middle of the building instead of on. I'm walking down through there carrying propane tank in my left hand. Get just about to the back of the car and
Hello.
off.
Hey,
Hello there.
Hey, Alonzo.
Hey, Glenn. Hey, April. How are you?
She drives
fine
by
if you are.
halfway across the parking lot, rolls her window down, sticks her head out the
No, I
window,
get out.
and starts hollering at this other guy, "Hey, here I am. Where you going?" And behind her back there, "Where are you going?"
I was like, that guy looks at me, looks at him, and takes off.
Well, I thought he looked like I said, "I don't have that darkness suntan, thank you."
All I seen was a black sweatshirt and he's carrying something white. So all I seen was him, and I thought, there's Glenn. Why ain't he coming to the car? And I told that man, I said, I'm so sorry. I ain't got glasses on. I can't see nothing. And I
Yeah, she
thought
told
it was him.
She hollered at him and told him, said, "I'm sorry, I'm blind and can't see nothing," and driving the car, you know. No wonder he took off and got in his car.
But
So,
now he's
April.
head on me.
Oh,
So, April, so you're considered legally blind? Like
Yeah,
me or no?
without glasses, I am. I'm minus 3.25.
I got the maximum prescription. And I'm considered legally blind with glasses on.
Well,
Ooh.
they can correct mine most of 20/20,
Well, yeah.
but without glasses, I can't see nothing.
I gotta go feed some stoves, so we'll talk to you later. It's been fun.
It has.
yes, we're gonna have to start getting back in here doing more of this. Cause
Yeah, I'm hoping we'll get this fixed.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Up and
so
ready
what are my
and-
chances of being able to drive, being legally blind?
Well, with glasses, I can.
But me not even with glasses. Like my best corrector is 5/400.
Oh,
So I can only
That's
see
not-
the first letter on the eye chart within 5 feet
I understand
with
that.
glasses. And that's with glasses, you know.
Yep. We love you, Brenda. Thank you
She
for
said-
being in here
yeah.
with us.
She said, "I got to go.
Yeah.
My house getting cold."
Yeah. We understand.
So I'm wondering, like, what are the chances of me driving like that with that kind of vision?
Probably none.
Well, the chances of you doing it is up to you. You know, you got a 50-50 chance whether you get behind the steering wheel or not.
And whether you get caught or not.
Well, I mean,
And
what are
you
my chances of
probably
getting
don't
caught?
know- The bad part might not be getting caught. The
Yeah.
bad part may be pulling out in front of somebody if you can't see good enough.
Oh,
I
man.
know. Oh,
Yeah, so it might not be a good idea for you, you know.
well, I know when she was doing my eye exam, she kept saying, tell me what this letter is. And I couldn't even see the first letter at all. I was like, I can't tell. I don't know. But after they got my stuff, I could see the first letter and I could see most of the second line, but I couldn't see hardly none of the third line, and that's even with glasses.
So you have like what, probably about 20/100, something like that, with glasses.
She
you
never
can't-
even told me what they could correct my vision up to, so I'm not sure.
Because if your vision can be corrected greater than 2200, then you're considered legally blind no matter what.
Well, I'm not sure what they can correct it to, because like I said, I think it was 3 out of the 5 letters on the second line, and the third one, I still couldn't make it out, so.
Because I think the first line, the big letter is 400, and the second line, either 300 or 200. So if
Uh-huh.
you can't see past the second line, you probably have 2200 corrected. So I mean, you
All right.
probably are considered legally blind in that instant.
I think I'm down
Probably.
to what, line 4, line 5, somewhere. in
Yeah,
there.
he could see it whenever I was getting my disability, or going to see about getting my disability. They done an eye check on me without glasses, and I was halfway down the hall. He was sitting in the waiting room, and the chart was at the very end of the hall,
Yeah.
and I had glasses on, and the first line was all I could see. My glasses was out of date. So
Right.
first line was all I could see, but he was sitting in the waiting room reading the very last line.
Yeah, the nurse said, "Wait a minute, so let me check this," and she went halfway on down the
She
hall.
had to walk up there and make sure because she couldn't see.
She said, "Now say them again." I sat there and went through them, and she said, "Over, you need to go to the Air Force."
She said, you need to go get your pilot's license.
She said the Air Force is looking for people with eyesight like that.
Yo,
I said, "Yeah, but there's one bad part with the Air Force with me. I'm afraid of flying."
But I don't know, me having that kind of vision, people tell me it's not very good, and I've been born with blindness all my life. Been blind all my life, so.
Well, see, my family's got RP disease, retinitis pigmentosus.
Yeah.
And usually you either get it when you're 18 or after 40. Well, my daddy's family was having kids born with it. They actually sent my family to Baptist Hospital, and they was running tests on our family because what we had was so rare.
Right.
Because out of 13 kids that Grandma had, there was only 2 that didn't wind up either almost completely blind or blind.
Right.
And my daddy being one of them.
Who was that one?
William.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, in my case, I was 5 months preemie when I was born. 5 months premature.
Well, I wasn't premature, but I didn't weigh but 5 pounds. And then Mama tried to breastfeed me, and I weighed 4 pounds and something. So I was in the hospital like 2 or 3 weeks, after Mama had me. And then I don't know, I think that's one reason I wound up with everything.
Well, in my case, I was like 1 pound. I was small enough to fit in the shoebox.
Oh my gosh.
And I was in the hospital for 1.5 years.
Oh my gosh.
They thought I was gonna die, so I'm now a miracle baby.
I'd say you's a miracle baby, especially being, man, that would be rough. Being
5
in
months
hospital.
preemie in the shoebox. 1 pound.
Yeah, you wouldn't, but yeah, that's awful. 4 months.
5 months preemie.
No, I mean you wouldn't, but 4 months. She wasn't but 4 months alone when you was born.
Right.
And that's very rare that they make it.
And,
so
and
you
what caused me to be born that way because she had an accident. She got rear-ended and got hit by a drunk driver that was a mayor.
Oh my gosh, he was a mayor?
No, the mayor was the mayor hit her. The mayor was
Oh
drunk.
my gosh. Well, I hope they fired him and took his license.
No, because when you're a mayor of the city, whatever, you're basically above the law.
Used to, but not anymore.
And that
They'll
was
go
like
harder
40
now.
years ago. That was 40 years ago.
Yeah.
I
you
just
used
turned
to.
40
Yeah,
yesterday.
that's true.
I just
You
turned
was in
40.
law enforcement, anything like that, you could get by with a whole lot.
Now with body cams, it's a different story.
But a mayor, I'm talking about the city mayor. It was the city mayor that was drunk.
Yep.
And that how one got into an accident because the mayor was drunk and rear-ended her big time.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah. And then the mayor gets away with it because just because you're an elected official, you're above the law.
Yeah.
Put me one in the refrigerator. I was going to and I forgot.
Because you're an elected official, you're basically above the law.
Well, now with body cams, they can't get away with as much. So,
No.
But I hope he at least had to pay your doctor bill. That's awful.
No, but it happened in Mexico.
Well, Mexico's, my husband, he used to drive a truck and he used to go to Laredo a lot. And a lot of times they would get laid over and they would go across the border to a place called Boys Town.
Right.
And he said it was just like a fenced-in area that looked like an old western town.
Right.
All of the buildings was wood and stuff like that. And he talked about the stuff that went on there, and I was just amazed. And that was That's pretty recent.
I mean,
Hey, you
like,
quit driving in what, 2012?
Oh, man.
09.
but, you
And
know,
it was
like, but there was in Juarez, like, just south of El Paso, Texas. I was born in Juarez.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of family down there in Mexico and Texas.
Oh, heck.
Yeah,
Well, he used to run Texas a whole lot.
Texas.
Yep. He would unload in Laredo. He done a lot of Dallas. You ran all over Texas, didn't you?
Yeah.
He used to be so dark
Our load-
skinned and
Our loads came out of Laredo coming back up here, and then we'd load up from here and go back towards Texas somewhere, to get back to Laredo.
Wow. Here's the thing. The only place I've been to in Texas that I really know is El Paso and Amarillo. Texas, that's the only two places.
oh,
I
he's
know.
been to Amarillo too.
Yeah, well, I've been all over Texas.
He used to drive down I-10 a lot. There's a lot of deer farms over on I-10.
No.
Like where you can go
Did you ever
hunt
go to El
deer.
Paso?
Yeah, been to El Paso,
Las
and it
Cruces?
wasn't I-10 where you was talking about the deer farms. That was down there on 50 something.
Oh,
You want to?
Because I know El Paso, the interstate that runs
Here,
through El Paso is
sit down.
I-10 and I-54. It's I-10 and I-54.
Yep. Yeah.
It's 10 and
he said he
54.
um
And then
been to El Paso. Where was the other place? El Paso and
Juarez, is that Juarez? Juarez just south of El Paso.
south of El Paso.
Mm.
Just across, right
Glenn
across the
used to
border.
go to Lubbock.
I've been
was-
all over Texas. I've been up and down I-35, I-10. I can't remember that in
With a
Crossfire.
20 that goes through
20.
Dallas.
Yep, I-20 went through Dallas Fort Worth.
And then one was it that goes to Amarillo, that's I-40. Amarillo's I-40. And
Yeah,
27.
Yep.
I know.
I can't remember all them roads up and down through there that I've been on.
I know El Paso. The shortest interstate in El Paso is I-54.
Yeah.
I-54. Because just go from the border, where it starts at the border, then up north until you get to the New Mexico border, then that's when it changes just to US 54.
Yeah. I'm thinking it was just 54 when I was down there. Did they
Right.
change? Was it used to be just 54 and then they changed it into interstate?
Yeah. When they make it into an interstate, when they upgrade it to a freeway, that's when they call it Interstate 54 down there.
Okay, because
when-
I couldn't remember 54 or Interstate 54, but I was thinking 54 went down the west side of Texas down through there into Laredo.
No, that's
That's where you found out all the deer farms.
Yep.
After you get on down below.
because 54 goes up from El Paso to Alamogordo
Yeah.
to New Mexico.
You need to check
Yeah.
Fishland because it ends tonight. And you got 2 minutes.
Like in Las Cruces, like just 45 miles north of El Paso, going west
Yeah.
by 10. Now the
Uh-huh.
interstate that runs through Las Cruces, you got 10, then 25 starts in Las Cruces. Then you have I-70 going up to Alamogordo from Las
Yeah.
Cruces.
Oh.
That's I-70 now. Because I remember in the early 2000s, they made it into an interstate.
Oh.
So now a lot of businesses, they advertise like as I-70 now.
Well, I know Glenn used to, he used to get real dark from the sun. He had real dark hair and his eyes are brown. I mean, they're brown. And he used to have to go through border control all the time, especially going to Laredo.
Oh, the
And
border
they-
checkpoints on the highway.
Yep. Yep.
Oh yeah,
And
there's
they'd stop him and start talking to him in Spanish, wanting to see his paperwork. Glenn says, I don't understand. They thought he was Mexican because he was so dark skinned.
I got Cherokee Indian blood in me.
Yeah.
yeah, because here's the thing: when you go down, like I know from New Mexico, from La Cruz going up to Albuquerque on 25, like before you get to Hatch, there's a border checkpoint.
Yeah.
Going
Yep.
up north before you get to Hatch. Then same going to Alamogordo, going up to I-70 from Cruces to Alamogordo, you know, right before you get to White Sand National Monument, there's a checkpoint too. And then
Yep. Coming up I-10.
54
54.
past Oro Grande, there's a checkpoint.
Yep.
But you know, there's ways around it. I know.
Oh, yeah.
From Cruces, if you want to go to Hatch, you could take the bottom road, the country road, like that's not the interstate. That's free from the checkpoint.
Yeah, but if you wasn't careful in a big truck and they caught you,
What do you mean?
in a big truck, if you was coming up through there and messing the scales, they would get after you. If DOT caught a big truck over there on them roads, you was guaranteed to get pulled over.
Yeah, because they thought you was doing something wrong or something that you
Uh-huh.
didn't want to go through scale, or you was carrying something that you shouldn't be carrying across the border.
Like they say, like you want to go to Demi, you know, you have to cross the border, but some people can't cross the border without a passport or whatever. So what they do, they go around through Columbus and up.
Yeah.
Demi, because there's no checkpoint on the Columbus Highway through Santa Teresa.
Yep.
Yeah, I was coming out from down there one day and there was something happened. Can't remember if it was a wreck or what, but anyway, they had the interstate shut down. And everybody started getting off and going around.
Yeah.
And it come out and around and you come back out on the other side of the checkpoint.
Right.
Well, it wasn't too long after a bunch of us had went through there till they started hollering on the radio that the DOT was over there checking trucks.
Oh my God, DOT.
Yeah. Yeah, they went over there and set up because, you know, to do border checks and stuff too. I mean, from my understanding, they had the traffic over there on that back road plumb back up to the interstate. People couldn't even get off the interstate.
Wow. Gee, but that's crazy, man. Like, so they'll get you if you try to bypass the checkpoints, right? They'll get you.
Oh,
for that?
yeah. They get you for that. They get you for bypassing the scales. If you was overloaded or didn't have your paperwork right or something and got caught going around a scale or something, it was they get mad about that stuff.
Yeah.
You could just say, well, I was just at a restaurant, at a local restaurant.
Yeah.
You could just always say that too, right?
Yeah, you could say that, but a lot of times, a lot of them back roads didn't really have nothing out there, so you know.
You'd have to really know there was one Summers over
Yeah,
there. So.
you'd really need to know what you was talking about because they'd ask you questions. You know, you'd say something about going over to a restaurant. Do you have a receipt from there?
I know I ain't made it yet.
Because I had one that asked me that one time coming out of Laredo.
Yeah.
I come out a different way and stopped at a grocery store because I had a refrigerator and stuff in my truck, microwave, toaster oven, and all that stuff. You know, I done my own cooking in the truck a lot of times. And I had showed, you know, started my logbook. And then when I got up there at the scales, they said, wait a minute, said, you know, why has it took you this long? I said, oh, I forgot. I stopped down there at that grocery store and grabbed some stuff and put it in the truck. And the only thing saved me that day is when he asked me, said, do you have a receipt? And I said, yeah. And I reached over and got the receipt and handed him. And he seen what time that I left the grocery store. And he said, well, that's about right now. But I wasn't at the grocery store probably time I went in there and got the stuff back out and everything, 15 to 20 minutes.
Right.
But he knew that, that time that, for me to get there, which I could have told him, I was driving slow, or something, but
Right.
you wouldn't have been driving that slow,
But now they'll get you for that, right? You can't do that no more?
Well, no, you can do it, but I was supposed to have showed stopping at the grocery store on my logbook, and then what time I left back out driving, but I didn't. I left it all on duty.
Oh,
If I had showed stopping and everything, it wouldn't have been as bad. But like I told him, I said it wouldn't but about a 15-minute stop. I said I just run in and grabbed what I needed and run back out, throwed it in the refrigerator and took off. I said, so, I mean, it wasn't that much. So, But,
So you put the log every stop you make, right? Regardless?
yeah. Yeah, you're supposed to log every stop that you make.
Wow, I didn't know
And
that.
part of it, you can log on duty not driving, off duty not off duty not driving, or on duty not driving, on duty driving, sleeper. I mean, it's like 4 different ways down through there that you had to log. I mean, if you'd laid over somewhere, you still had to carry, do your logbook, show what time you went to bed at night and what time you got up.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're pretty strict, right?
Well, that's one of the reasons when I quit, it didn't bother me so bad. They had got so strict that it just, it wasn't worth it no more. I mean, when I first started driving truck and stuff, it was fun. By the time I quit, it wasn't no fun no more. But I've done it for about 30 years, so, have a job.
It was expensive too, right? It was expensive to drive.
Yeah, because I own my own
Especially
truck.
with fuel anymore, it was really hard to make much money with fuel being so high.
Well, you can make good money, but a breakdown took a bunch of money away.
Yeah.
Like $12,000, $15,000 for a breakdown,
Yeah.
basically.
Easy.
Yeah, I bought a motor one time, a used motor out of another truck because my motor had messed up, and I gave $8,000.
Yep.
Yeah, $8,000 for a used motor.
That's expensive.
Well, it's going to cost me $15,000 to build mine.
Man, that's much, man, for a truck.
Yeah.
Hey,
And the bad part, I only give $10,000 for the truck when I bought it.
Well, hey, I have a trailer that I need someone. I've been trying to get someone to haul. Let me go grab it.
All righty.
Lynn, honey, I've got to go put my feet up. My feet are killing me.
Oh, Lord. Got my shoulders killing me.
Yep.
And I
How
got to
much
be
will you
getting
charge me to haul this?
cattle trailer.
How much do you charge to haul this from Colorado to New Mexico and bring it back loaded with horses?
I sold my big truck, so I can't haul nothing no more.
Yep, he did.
No. But the only issue is it don't have a back door. Is it still safe or no?
Not too much.
Not hard. Tell us about what you seen at the truck stop.
Oh, yeah, I was down in Florida one time. I hadn't been driving long in. And I pulled in down there at the truck stop getting ready to get fuel. And the guy pulled in beside of me like one of them van haulers where they moving vans. And he pulled in there and that trailer sitting there just rocking backwards and forwards from side to side. And I'm like, what in the world are you hauling? He said, just hang on a minute and you'll see. I'm like, dude, what? And the other guy come walking out from behind the trailer around there with an elephant and stuck a water hose in his mouth. And that thing stood there and drank water for 15, 20 minutes.
Wow.
And I mean, it was a big elephant. That darn thing probably stood on the ground. His head was probably 10 foot taller.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Well, buddy, I hate to get off here. I'd like to stay a while longer, but my shoulders are killing me, and I got
So this is not safe. No, this is not safe, right?
not without the back doors.
No.
You're pulling it empty, you'll be okay.
But if I'm pulling it loaded,
Nah, not too good.
I got a safety sticker, certified safety sticker.
I hear you.
Paid
Hey,
someone. Yeah, paid someone to give me the sticker, and then boom.
Oh,
Oh, you
They'll still
need-
get me like that, right?
yeah.
So they probably get me. Probably get a big old fine like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then they go after the person who gave me the sticker, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Unless you didn't tell them who you got it from. I don't know. It was on there when I bought the trailer.
Yeah, like you said, it was on there when I bought it, right? But they're gonna ask who you bought it from too, right?
Hey,
Wow. Oh, no, 'cause I bought it at the thrift store.
hey.
Yeah, they
And then-
did. You have stuff falling out the door.
Hey,
Yeah. And cattle falling out, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you're going like, what, 75 miles an hour on the interstate?
Yeah.
Well, that's according to where you at. I know before I quit, there was areas out there where it was running 80.
Wow.
Mhm.
80?
Yep.
And pretty soon they're going to be 90, right?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Maybe in a few years it'll be 90.
It wouldn't doubt it to me, because I
Like,
know
remember
around
30
here.
years ago, freeway speed was maximum was only 55.
I don't know.
Freeway speed was
Really?
55.
I probably did.
30,
Hey.
fucking 30 years ago, then 65, then 70, 75, now it went up to 80, 85.
Well, I remember when it was 70 mile an hour, and then they dropped it back to 55. And then it started going back up.
Going back up.
Uh-huh. But when they first started building the interstates, about all interstates was 70 mile an hour.
I thought it was all 55 when they first.
Not
made
when
the
they
interstate.
first started building them. When they first started building them, there was pretty much all of them was 70 mile an hour.
70?
And then they dropped them back to 65 for the cars and 55 for the trucks, and then dropped it all back, I think, to 55. And then stayed like that for several years, and then it finally started going back up.
Wow.
Because when they started back up, like Virginia, they went up to 70 mile an hour for cars, but trucks still had to run 55.
Wow.
And the trucks was only allowed in the right lanes in Virginia. I come down through there one day, and they was calling it a convoy. But you wasn't allowed to get in the left-hand lane to pass nobody, so you had to stay in line. Well, if you got one slow truck in front of everybody, you know, halfway across Virginia, they was like 100 trucks running nose to tail
Wow.
because we couldn't pull out past the one in the front. It was
Oh my
going
God.
slow, and the scales actually in Virginia closed because there was so many trucks coming down through there in one line.
Right.
They closed the scales and let us all go straight on by. And when I was getting off at there at Whitfield to come down 77 to come back towards home, they was hollering because it's like, I think it's 30-some miles or something like that, 60 miles or something from Whitfield on over to Tennessee
Right.
on 81. They was telling that Tennessee DOT and armored guards was getting ready to set up at Tennessee, and if they didn't break up before they got there, they was going to start pulling people over and giving them tickets.
Oh my
And I'm
gosh.
like, well, if they pull out and start passing, Virginia's going to give you a ticket, so you might as
Right.
well stay in line and get your ticket in Tennessee for being in line, because
Right.
that way you could go back and say it wasn't my fault, it was Virginia's fault.
Right.
So, you know.
Each
But it
state
wasn't
is
long
different.
after. It wasn't long after that the Virginia started taking their speed limits for the trucks back up with everything else too, and said you could get in the left-hand lane. I think some of the other states got getting mad at Virginia because such long lines of trucks was coming out of Virginia and wasn't nothing they could do, you know.
Right.
You either got in the left-hand lane and got a ticket in Virginia, or you got the state next to them was mad at you because it's such a line of traffic or trucks coming in at one time.
Crossing the border and state line, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it is
And-
in every state.
Yeah, and a lot of states, you know, put their scales right at the state line, you know, or, you know, within a mile of the state line.
Right.
So, you know, if you got 100, 200 trucks running nose to tail across Virginia, well, when you get to the next state and you ain't got but a mile or two, you know, if they try to run all them trucks into the scales, they're going to be plumb back up into Virginia in a little of no time.
Right.
So they had to close their scales too and let a bunch of trucks go by because of Virginia.
Yeah, because it's too much for them to handle, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Too much of a long line for the who work in the scale to handle.
yeah. That day I'm coming across there, I think, if I ain't mistaken, they started to count at the front going back.
Right.
And I think the last I heard was 188 trucks
Oh my god.
running nose to tail.
Wow.
Well, Alfonso, I hate to get off here, but I've got an appointment in the morning to go to therapy, and I'm going to have to get in here and get in the bed so I can get up in the morning
Yep.
and go to therapy.
We gotta get us a bath and get in the bed and be up by 7 o'clock.
Yep.
And it's
Alright.
supposed to be snowing, so
Yeah, we're calling for snow here tomorrow, so hopefully I can get up there and get my therapy and get back before it starts.
but we're
Alright.
glad we got to see you.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming in and hollering at us.
yep.
Welcome.
We're going to try to get started back doing more of this stuff, so
Yep.
Yeah.
keep an eye out for us there, bud.
So I'll see who could haul my trailer. Bring my horses like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I ain't got no big trucks no more, so
Hey, just send it to us and we'll haul it around in our car.
yeah.
We'll say Alfonso, you're driving here.
Yeah.
We'll send
Yeah.
you text messages everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or mail it back to you with stickers all over it.
The LT stickers. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep. But a real
Yep.
one's expensive, right? A real one. You get a real one, a real trailer. They're expensive.
Oh, yeah. According to what kind it is, what it's made
good
for,
one.
and everything else. I'm not really sure on a stock trailer, but I'd say it'd be,
Probably $50,000.
yeah,
at
probably
least.
in the tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, according to what kind you get.
Too much.
Yep, you can get them with changing rooms.
Well, them right
Bedrooms.
there, no, them.
Well, not those, but there's some that you can get.
That's different. That's like for go behind pickups and stuff. That
Okay.
goes behind the 18. That's 18 wheeler trailer there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
All right, buddy.
All right.
We're gonna scoot off of here and get ready to get in the bed so I can get up and get started in the morning.
All right.
Thank you for dropping by and hanging out with us, and everybody. If there's anybody still in chat, thank y'all for stopping in and hanging out with us. We really appreciate it.
Yep, we love each and every one of you.
Yep.
God bless you, and everybody have a good night. And you too, Alfonso.
You too.
Yep.
You too, dear. Bye.
Bye.